And they ask me who I do it for. My God. The way I do, yeah. What you want. Nah. Alright, good morning to every single body that's in here so far. Welcome back to another daily, for the most part, Facts and Stats show. 11 a.m. Eastern time is the start time. So if you're on the West Coast, if you're overseas, wherever you at, make sure you all tap into the show at 11 a.m. Eastern time. For the most part, like I said, on a day-to-day basis. 4 years in running. Thank y'all for all the support over all the years. Twitter Spaces, Playback, YouTube, Twitch, etc. We are here another day to be able to talk sports right here inside this platform. If you're watching on YouTube, y'all make sure I hit the thumbs up button on this video to help the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube to come across the show. Be willing to type into the chat. Be willing to join the stage. Be willing to come back on a day-to-day basis. be willing to eventually probably become a member on the YouTube side of things, and and much more. Speaking of becoming a member on the YouTube side of things, Dream Shake Jones commented something on the YouTube side. He is a member as well. If you're watching on YouTube like live right now and or watching it back, I would love for you all to become a member as well to extend your support for the platform. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then like I said, more importantly, hit that thumbs up button again as well. And you can feel free to send super chat and or super stickers at any time. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. Y'all, 1,846 followers. 1,846 followers. We are constantly growing, whether it's facts and stats. Also constantly growing on the 2K side of things that I do with my 1v1b games on a night-to-night basis, for the most part. And I'm gonna try to start streaming GTA as well. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. Also, if you're not a sub on Twitch, feel free to become a sub. Majority of you all that do watch on Twitch are subs, whether it's through Twitch, which you can do as well. I'm about to drop that in the chat. If you just want to become a sub, you can sub automatically through Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, though, I would advise you to become a sub through Amazon Prime, as you get one free subscription every single month. You get one free subscription every single month. But the thing is, you just have to renew that subscription every single month. Which shouldn't be a problem or a hassle to any of you guys. So just keep that in mind, guys. My freaking back hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie, my back hurt. Who's winning in this series? Nuggets versus Mini Nuggets, in my opinion. Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson is healthy. I like the Nuggets. Who you got today, Lakers or Thunder? I can't remember where that game is. I do my winners every single day, though. That game is in OKC. I know Marcus Smart not playing. That might be big. I think they struggled to stop J-Dub and SGA today. I think OKC get the win. I think J-Dub and SGA have big games offensively, whether it's going to be scoring or playmaking. So I think if I just had to say right here, I think OKC win. I got a bone to pick, bruh, with this community. I ain't gonna lie. I got a bone to pick with this community. Let me post on Twitter the show is live. I forgot to do that before I get into that. Like, and I be telling y'all, like, sometimes I'm not Mr. Know-It-All, by the way. Like, I don't know it all. Sometimes I be wrong, right? I don't even think I be wrong sometimes, to be honest. Sometimes I just be early and people don't be wanting to say what I be saying, to be honest. I think that's an issue. But I got a bone to pick with this community, bro. Like, I really do. We had 2 debates within the last 6 months that, like, genuinely blew the shit out of me. 2 debates, and nothing get me mad. Like, I don't even get mad. If anybody talk to me, they can tell you I don't even get mad. I genuinely don't get mad. But we had 2 debates inside this platform over the last 6 months that genuinely just made me feel a type of way. Like, just like, bro, what the fuck are y'all telling me right now? Do I not know sports? Do I not know what I'm talking about? B Young was good. 2 Turn was good. What's good, everybody? Shaggy was good. What's good, everybody? Spurs was good. Do I not know sports? Do I not wear glasses? Do I not know what I'm watching? Like, I be like, those last 2 debates made me think like that. Bray, what's the word? I'm gonna bring up the first one. They made it seem like I'm not saying no names today, bro. I say names all the time. I'm cool. Because I don't want to forget. So everybody, if the shoe fit, just put that shit on. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm feeling good. I had Chick-fil-A breakfast today. If that shoe fit, we're gonna just put that shit on, nigga. Alright? I'm trying to give it some time so more people can come in here. Don't worry about it. They're gonna hear it. I'm gonna run this lap. I'm gonna run this lap for the next 2 weeks. The next month and a half. They're gonna see I'm gonna end up being right. Nah, 2 weeks. I'm gonna forget, bro. I'm gonna try to say names because I am on a say name streak. Like, I ain't like nobody else. Like, I be saying names and I don't give no fucks. I'm gonna say a name. Before I get into that, y'all, new Facts and Stats shirts available. Black shirt, white lettering. If you are interested, make sure you all DM me on the Fact and Stats Twitter page. If you have my number, text me. White shirt, black letter. Black shirt, white lettering. White shirt, black lettering. Available, numerous sizes. Reach out to me now at Fact and Stats on Twitter, and or if you have my number, you can personally text me, and I'll make sure I fulfill your order and get you a shirt. 2 debates in the last 6 months. I'm gonna keep it a buck, y'all. By the way, yeah, I had to wake up stupid early today, so just keep that in mind. But 2 debates in the last 6 months blew me. You know, like when you in a debate and you know you right, but you got a crowd of like 5, 6, 7 just pushing back on you, and you can probably have like one more running mate or one more person that's on your side, and y'all going against like 10 niggas, but at the end of the day, you just know you right. So like you listening to the shit, but you making faces, you trying to be respectful, you really not trying to hear it, but you gotta host the show and keep it respectful, or whatever the case may be. Debate 1. The Indianapolis Colts shit. The Indianapolis Colts shit. They had the audacity to tell me that what I was saying was wrong. I said it's impossible. They can't. It won't happen. They will not be the number 1 seed. I see the back half of their schedule. They will lose to these teams. I said this. Oh, what the fuck you mean? Words have meaning. What do you mean can't? T? Ari? Those are the only 2 names that I can drop right now. I can't think of nobody else. T and Ari was at the forefront, though. Them 2 was at the forefront. And I had my Italian brother on my side, and I had Rye on my side. Shout out to my nigga Rye. Like, oh, words have meaning. What do you mean they can't? What nigga? But no, they can't. They're not gonna be the ones. They're not gonna be the 1 seed. It's just not gonna happen. I don't need to have a fake debate to make me try to believe what y'all believe. It's either you gonna believe what I'm saying or not. Because I'm not gonna believe what you're saying. Because I know it ain't gonna be true. That sounded a little crazy, but at the end of the day, it wasn't gonna be true. Right? That's the first debate. That debate made me mad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, that's another one. And that ain't make me mad because I don't get mad. That debate blew me though. Another debate within the last month, probably. Month and a half. That made me feel a type of way because I knew I was going to be right. Again, my Italian brother was on my side. So, this is the debate that I'm referring to. I was told the Boston Celtics are playing with fucking house money. They was trying to tell me and process the Boston Celtics are playing with house money. I said, how the fuck is the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, a team that is led by Jaylen Brown this season, a team that is adding a guy in Jason Tatum, playing with house money? They said if they lose in the second round, oh, well, so be it. They playing with house money anyway. On me. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm going to try to say names. If I miss a name, just if the shoe fit, wear that motherfucker. I ain't going to lie. Mish, Byron, Heaven Sent, might be Jordan Woods, iffy on that one, and I might be missing some people, bro. And I said, listen, guys, and by the way, you see right here, Evan Process was told this by 90% of the speakers on the Fact and Stats stage. That is a fact. Celtics are currently the favorites to come out the East, guys, and also have the 3rd highest percentage or odds to win it all. Talking about the NBA Finals. They playing with house money, though. The Celtics are 10-2 with Jason Tatum in the lineup. So every game Tatum played this season, they are 10-2. Tatum is averaging 21, 10, and 5. Right? Tatum, the last 3 games, he's basically averaging 28, 12, and 8. Right? Tatum is the fastest Celtics 2021 to have 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists in a season. Done that in 12 games. Everything I said to them is literally true, besides one thing. I said Tatum is going to come back and average around 23, 24 points. Obviously, he's not there right now. He's at 21.8 or 21.3. So he's not at the 23 points per game mark that I had set aside for him. But I said, how are they playing with house money when even if Tatum is not even looking like the last year version of himself, he's still going to come back and be a good rebounder. He's still going to come back and be a good playmaker. He's still going to come back and be better than anybody else in replacing him or who he will be replacing. I'm sorry, my bad. So therefore, when you add a guy like Tatum to a team with Jaylen Brown, the coach who a lot of people like to praise, and Joe Mazzulla, Derek White, XYZ, 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 and not only that, when you look at the team that they would have to beat in the Eastern Conference, how are they playing with house money? That was the debate. I just quoted that word for word, like literally word for word. And I said to them, and one of the biggest things that I said was, you know what's so dumb about this? I said this, and y'all gotta see my full face for this one. I said, you know what's so dumb about this? Every single body that's saying they're playing with house money, I said this word for word on me. Everybody that said they playing with house money, like, I'm gonna do my little. Hold on, wait. It's not working. Whoa. I gotta hear this. Everybody that's, I ain't even gonna do my dance because I don't even want to dance with y'all. I'm not even in a. I said all y'all gonna pick them to go to the finals, but when we do the little activity again in roughly 12 days now, when we do the activity again in 12 days, y'all all gonna pick the Celtics to go to the finals. Y'all all gonna do it. So how they playing with house money? Every single person I just named, and I definitely left out some names, is going to pick the Boston Celtics as their predicted team to come out the Eastern Conference on April 14th when we do the activity. That is a fact. So therefore, if you are picking them to go to the finals, how are you saying they're playing with house money? I guess it's bro, it's ridiculous, bro. It just didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me then, and I don't even care that people speak on it now because I know they're gonna change their mind. I know their mind has changed. Did y'all see the game that the duo had last night? This man is fresh off an Achilles injury. He got a triple-double. This man is averaging 28 points over his last 3 games. So the scoring uptick is coming back. The legs are slowly but surely coming there. And I said, well, what happened by the playoffs time rolling around? You know what I said to Mish? I said, Mish, Tatum is coming back with a goal in his mind to get to the championship, to get to the finals. I said, that's what him and Jaylen Brown want. She said, oh, no, they don't. And both openly spoke out on that. Both openly spoke out on that literally since he returned. Why else did he return? Appreciate the follow, bro. Back to the screen. Why else did he return? It's ridiculous, bro. So, the moral of this little exercise to start the show today was just me showing y'all and telling y'all about 2 different debates, you want to call it, inside this platform over the last 4 months, 7 months, that like blew my mind. The Colts one just blew my mind. Was right about that. The Celtics one at the time blew my mind. Gonna be right about that too. We got the activity in 12 days. Them niggas ain't picking the Cavs. Y'all remember? I switched my pick so damn fast. I ain't even try to wait. I ain't even play with them niggas. I switched my pick so damn fast. They not gonna pick the Cavs. They not gonna pick the Knicks. You might get a Sixers shout. They not gonna pick the Sixers. Who they gonna pick, Ev? The fucking Boston Celtics. The house money Boston Celtics. J Mac, what's the word, gang? Now I got that off my chest. You know what everybody gonna say that was on that side? This is what they gonna say. They gonna say, well, the man was fresh off an Achilles. I didn't have to believe what you were saying. Like I didn't know he was gonna come back and look at this level of player. Like I didn't know he was gonna come back and affect the glass like this. I didn't know he was gonna come back and play like this. I didn't know he was gonna come back and still be able to get downhill, knock down mid-range shots, knock down threes here and there. I didn't know he was gonna be able to do that. So yeah, I said they lose in the second round. They playing with house money. That's what they gonna say. Right, what's the word, bro? I brought up the whole Colts conversation, man. What team do you believe are playing with house money? Great question, brother. I'm open to answering all questions, man. That's a great question, brother. Let me look at the standings for you. What team do you believe are playing with house money? I mean, there's only one. I mean, but it's not even really house money, though. But it's the Spurs, like Process just typed. There's literally only one team in the association right now that I would say is playing with house money. Literally only one. And it's not even real house money. But it's house money, if that makes sense. But, like, yeah, they have faith in fucking Daniel Jones. Like, nobody's bashing the Spurs. They don't get to the conference finals or the finals this year. Like, nobody's beating them up if they don't come out the West with teams having to face OKC and or Denver potentially, right? And the experience thing can come into play. Nobody's bashing the Spurs because of that at all, like or saying anything bad about them at all. It's their first run. The Celtics, though, at the end of the day, like, why I didn't understand, this is not the first run. You are adding a guy in Jason Tatum. You are adding a guy in Jason Tatum on top of what Jaylen Brown been doing. I'm gonna keep flashing this on the screen. This, y'all need to let this, like, this is gonna, like, I'm never deleting this document right here. I should have wrote everybody's name down on the fucking document, to be honest. If I can find out what day the episode was, I'm gonna go back to that episode so fast. I swear. But yeah, I just didn't understand that. Great coach, great supporting cast around Jaylen Brown. At least that's what this season's shown us. We didn't. A lot of people didn't come into the season with the expectations like that, but they shown us throughout this season, and Jaylen Brown been leading them this whole entire season. So when you add a guy like Jason Tatum, who's a star basketball player, off of an Achilles injury, yes, but he will still be able to affect the game in numerous ways, with and or without the ball. He will still command two. He will still be the best playmaker. He will still rebound the ball well. X, Y, Z, right? Were you doing all of this and nobody still would beat the Celtics up if they didn't get to or win the chip? That's a different conversation. I'm thinking about, that's a different conversation. The combo was about the house money thing. The combo was about house money and how everybody's going to pick the Celtics to go to the finals when we do the activity. Those were the two talking points. Those were the two talking points. And I guarantee you, and from a beat up perspective, cool. But I guarantee you, everybody in here will expect them to get to the finals. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Everybody in here will pick the Celtics to go to the finals. That is a fact. Is niggas gonna punch them? Is niggas gonna punch them down? Probably so. Especially coming out how they lose. Especially with how they lose. Because the niggas did not expect them to lose to the Knicks. They got beat on for that. Niggas ain't gonna expect them to lose to the Hawks, potentially. Or the Sixers. They can get beat on for that. So to answer your question, nah, I disagree. The Celtics could get beat on, brother. That's what happens when you come with a team with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Joe Mazzulla. It comes with expectations. And they are expected to get to the finals, Byron. You will pick them to go to the finals, Byron. You literally would do it. You just type the word expectations back to yourself. You're going to pick the Celtics to go to the finals. If they lose to the Hawks, are you going to say anything about them, Byron? That's my question to you. If the Atlanta Celtics. If the Celtics just hypothetically, lose to the Sixers or the Hawks in the first round, just hypothetically, are you beating them up for that, Byron? That's my question, brother. I can't move on until you answer that question. Q Sims, and meanwhile, I'm literally reading the chat. What are you talking about? Bro, what? Do you know what my screen look like? I have the YouTube. I don't think you know what my screen look like, bro. I'm gonna show you. This is the Twitch chat. This is what my screen look like on a day-to-day basis. Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube. I see every single comment. Come looking at the screen. What are you talking about? There's no comment that I can't see. How am I not reading it right? I just read your message. Can you answer my question, though? Can you answer my question? If the Celtics lose to the Hawks and or the Sixers, are you beating them up, Byron? That's my question to you. I just want to know that before I move on to Q Sims. Are you beating? You're trying to avoid. See, you. How do you type something in the chat? I respond to what you type in the chat, and then you refuse to answer my question though. Like, I'm addressing you. Can you respond to what I'm saying back to you though? Like, I understand you want to come on the stage and maybe be free in a few, or you said free in an hour, but it's on my mind right now. It's on my mind right now. What would you say? Like, are you beating them up? All I want to know is, are you beating them up if they lose to one of those teams? That's all I'm asking you. That's literally all I'm asking you. If they lose to one of them teams, are you beating them up? That's literally all I'm asking. Q Sims. Q Sims. Are the Pistons playing with house money? No. They're not a team I label as playing with house money. Last year, yes. No, not really. Pistons, I guess. They'll be closer to the house money side, if anything, but I don't know. I wouldn't label. Nobody, Mish. Nobody. You missed it. I just got asked that by Rod 5 minutes ago. I said, if anything, the Spurs. If anything, the Spurs. And I don't even label that as house money for real, but if anything, the Spurs. Literally, only the Spurs in the NBA. Because I can walk with you through the teams. I'm going to say obvious teams as well. Obviously, OKC isn't. The Lakers not. The Nuggets not. The Rockets not. The Wolves not. Right? Now, I'm going to stop right there. You can't even see my screen, my bad. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to come over to the East. The Knicks not. The Cavs not. The Sixers damn sure not. The Celtics not. So who's playing with house money then? Like, tell me where I'm wrong at. Like, y'all want to know what team? Y'all want to know what really playing with house money is? If the Hornets went 50-32 this year, and the Hornets were the 3rd or the 4th seed in the East, and the Hornets are going into the playoffs 50-32, turning their season around, going into the playoffs 50-32, 51-31, 52-30. That's playing with house money. They would then be playing with house money. Like, nobody is playing with house money. When the Heat went on that run out the play-in, that was playing with house money, guys. Quote unquote. Quote unquote. Like, going into the playoffs, nobody's playing with house money. Right now. The Hawks are not playing with house money. Well, the Hawks are closer to that side of things. Yes, good one established. I'm with you there. Like, I'm reasonable. The Hawks they can be playing with house money. That's reasonable. Established, that's a good one. The Hawks are playing with house money. I like that one. The Hawks be playing with house money, guys. The Hawks are like 15-1 over their last 16 games. 44-33. They're going to probably end the season like 48-34 at this rate. They're going to be going into the playoffs at the top 6 seed. But the thing about it is, the Hawks came into the season with expectations, though. So, I mean, it's hard because, like, if Trae Young wasn't there the whole entire year, and which technically he wasn't, but like if Trae and KP ain't played for them the whole entire year, then and they had this output, they're playing 100% playing with house money. But they came into the season with Trae and KP. They had expectations to go to the conference finals and or finals, but then expectations did change. I don't know. It's a good shout though. And bro, the way I talk about the Rockets, we might as well have house money. Yeah, Lero, you're a clown. Like, you're a clown. And the Spurs don't have house money. That's why I literally said 0 team. process said the Spurs. And the only team I'm willing to hear is the Spurs because technically they really do have house money. Like, really, they really do have house money. They should not lose in the first round, though. I can tell you that. But who is saying any guys? Let me tell you the difference. Who is saying Justin and Kelly? What's the word? Who is saying anything? Back to my camera. Y'all look at me today, bro. And no, I'm not drunk. This nigga Byron said I'm not drunk. Let me tell you the difference between the Spurs and the Celtics when it comes to house money. Spurs, best player or players, right? 2 out of the 3 best players. 0 playoff experience. Not even over the age of 21, right? Whatever the case may be. Top pick this year's draft. 0 playoff experience. And Dylan Harper, he's averaging like 14 points over the last 10 games, by the way. Hooping. 0 playoff experience. 58-18. And I'm going to take it to this community right here. 80% of this community did not have them going to the playoffs. Nobody had them winning 50-plus wins. They're about to hit 60. Top 2 seed in their respective conference. Chance to be first seed. Expectations did change for them, yes. They are now expected to win a playoff series at minimum. But they are not guaranteed to now beat whoever they may see in the second round. I'm gonna just say, look at the standings, and I'm gonna just say, they may see the Nuggets, right? They may see the Wolves. We can view them as better teams than them, but in the back of our mind, us as sports fans always mention the experience side of things, where that can get them in a potential playoff matchup with these teams, right, in the West, from a peer's perspective, right? The Celtics, on the other hand, give me 1 to 2 teams, because I just gave you 2 without even including OKC. Give me 1 to 2 teams anybody in here right now will pick to beat the Celtics in the East. 2 teams. I gave you 2, give me 2. And my main reasoning, with majority of people's reasoning, will be experience. Give me 1 to 2 teams, preferably 2, please, because I gave you 2, that you will pick in the Eastern Conference to beat the Boston Celtics in the playoff series this season. Nobody can tell me. That's the difference. They are expected to go to the finals. They will go to the finals. And they're going to be playing at an amazing level because Tatum and Brown are just that good at basketball. I said Tatum don't have to average 27, 28, 26 for them to go back to the finals, or for them to be a certain level of team, or for them to be saying that they're not playing with house money, because he's still going to impact the game in so many different ways, because that's a level of player that's the player that Jason Tatum is. He's an all-around basketball player that you can say probably chuck up some bad threes. Like, you can say that probably. But Tatum is an all-around basketball player. Got better as a playmaker, always been a good rebounder for his size, and always been a good scorer to basketball. Why do you think he's averaging 28 over his last 3? And what do you think he's going to do over the last 6 games? Probably get his average up to like 23 points. Right at the number that I said he will average. While Jaylen Brown is averaging 29 on the season. Larry said the Cavs and Philly in all caps. I'm sorry, the Cavs are just not going to do it, bro. And I like Philly. That's a good shout. I don't think Philly gonna be able to do it either. Like, guys, you gotta understand what makes the Celtics so good, and what makes this run, or them being able to, I will call it, because they weren't a dynasty, but rebuild around Tatum and Brown again, is because, like, they are portable wings and they do things on and off the ball. That's with and or without the ball. Offensively and defensively. So you damn near can put anything you want around them. You don't need no top tier playmaking floor general guard. They want to ring without that. You don't need that. Give them 3-and-D guys, two-way guys, stretch bigs, athleticism, toughness, X, Y, Z. And as long as you have Tatum and Brown as your 2 best players, who arguably are both top 15 players in the game today, the sky's the limit for them year in and year out. And neither one of them is 30. Neither one is 30. So they're going to be right back. Literally. And this is one of the another years. We're about to go to 3 finals in 5 years. Are y'all hearing me? All right. Y'all got y'all AirPods in? Y'all got your headphones in? I know everybody going back to the wired headphones. Y'all got y'all wired headphones? Like, about to go to 3 finals in 5 years. 3 and 5. No, I didn't call them a dynasty. No, I didn't say they're a dynasty. I said they're going to rebuild around Tatum and Brown again at ease this offseason because they do need to get better around them guys. But yeah, like 3 finals in 5 years. They could be a dynasty. So yeah, man, I had a message for the people today, bro. Dynasty comes with rings, bro. They only got 1 championship. Can't call them a dynasty. Same reason why you can't call OKC a dynasty. Dynasty come with rings. Yeah, I had to share that word for y'all, man. Shout out to my brother Process on that Celtics conversation and Tatum, roughly about 2-3 weeks ago. And then shout out to my brother Process and Rye about that Indianapolis Colts conversation like 4 or 5 months ago. Tone, what's the word, gang? So if the Sixers play Boston in a round, will more pressure be on Philly? 100%. Good question though, but 100%. Out of all the teams in the Eastern Conference this year, the 2 teams with the most pressure. Oh, I see. That's a twist. That's a tricky question. Well, no, not necessarily, because the team can have more pressure than the Celtics, but I can still expect the Celtics to go to the finals. So yeah, Philadelphia, they have a lot of pressure because now you see on Twitter people talking about, oh, Paul George missing 25 games is probably the best thing that could have ever happened to the Celtics. You got Maxey come back and playing at a certain level. You got VJ who's averaging like 23, 24 for his last 7 games, playing at a certain level. And then you got Joel Embiid, who would be Joel Embiid, well, been looking like Joel Embiid this season from a scoring perspective. So whenever you make a big swing like that, to get a guy like Paul George, no matter what, at that amount of money that he's being paid, and still banking on the trio of Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George, which I feel like they should give it another look this year anyway. Yeah, Philly has pressure, 100%. Philly will have more pressure than the Celtics in that series, 100%, because the clock is ticking for them. The clock ain't ticking on Boston. Like Embiid window, we don't know how long that's going to be. We don't know how much healthy Paul George is going to be. So yeah, more pressure is on the Celtics. The Sixers have the most, probably out of all the teams in the East, they probably have the most pressure. And Shaggy said putting pressure on Philly, they actually have a chance is crazy. That don't matter. They have a window. They have a clock to get to the NBA Finals. They have a clock to get out the second round. That's the pressure. And if I had to ask another team who would be second, I don't know if it's the Cavs or the Knicks. But one of them would be 2, either or. The Sixers have pressure, bro. What are you talking about? The Sixers have pressure to get out the Eastern Conference, bro, or make the conference finals at least. They have pressure for that. That's their expectations. Like that is set in stone. Like we're not going to give them a pass because you don't think they can do it. They built that team to get there. Why you think they got Paul George? Why else did the Sixers get Paul George? I'm confused. Did they not get Paul George with the expectations to get to the conference finals at least, and or the bigger goal, the NBA Finals? They the Steelers game? Okay, yeah, I'm still saying facts though. However you feel about them, they still have pressure though. What do you mean stop talking about Paul George? I'm asking you, why did they get Paul George? I am being serious. They got Paul George with the expectations to get to the NBA Finals. If Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid is all healthy together, and then they built that team with guys around them from a supporting cast perspective. Like I'm confused. Oh, guys that can support them. I'm sorry, guys that can support that quote unquote big 3. So yes, they have expectations. They have the most pressure in the Eastern Conference to me because the clock is ticking on that team because Embiid and Paul George have injury concerns. That's all. Doesn't matter. They still got pressure. The Celtics are legit worse than last season. Why can't New York win? LMAOOO. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm doing a lot of rapping. I'm talking 40 minutes straight. Some debates blow me. I'm gonna flash this on the screen one time. The Boston Celtics are playing with house money, quote unquote. Evan Process, so myself and Process and I, was told by 90% of the speakers on this Fact and Stats stage that the Celtics are playing with house money this year. If they lose in the second round, basically, so be it. This was about 2-3 weeks ago, by the way, y'all. So just walk with me one more time. About 2-3 weeks ago. You fast forward now, the Celtics are the favorites to come out the East, and they also have the third highest odds to win it all. In parentheses, house money. Celtics are 10-2 with Tatum in the lineup this year, y'all. Tatum is averaging 21, 10, and 5. Tatum last 3 games is averaging 27 points per game, or basically 28. He's basically averaging 28, 12, and 8 over his last 3 games. So that 21 he's averaging on the season is continuously going up over his last 3 as he is scoring the ball better. And the fastest Celtics thing, I already read that. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna leave that out. It was 2 talking points 2-3 weeks ago, guys, led by myself and then also my brother Process, where we believe that the Celtics are not playing with house money because they're a good basketball team and they're adding a guy of Jason Tatum, the caliber of a guy like Jason Tatum, who's a star player in the NBA, and he will still be able to impact the game and affect the game even without him scoring 27 or 28 points or 29 points, whatever the case may be. That was one talking point, us saying they're not playing with house money, right? Second talking point, they made it seem like I was crazy to say that everybody in here, when we do that activity at the end of the season, is going to pick the Celtics to go to the finals. So if you are expecting them to go to the finals and or also picking them to go to the finals, how are they then playing with house money? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know no better or something. Like, because if you pick a team, if a team is playing with house money, quote unquote, right, then that means you're not favoring them. That means you're not leaning their way. That means, like, if they house money is like a story. It's like a shock, damn near. Like, damn, they made it. Like, I thought they were just playing with house money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought they were just fucking around. If they get there, they get there. But they don't. I ain't expect it anyway because they playing with house money. But if you expect the team to go to the NBA Finals, then how are they playing with house money? That's the question of the day. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even want to move. Like, I want to just sit right here until somebody answer that question. Like, I legit don't want to move. I need a little Jeopardy joint. What's that Jeopardy or that Maury? Is that Jeopardy or Maury, y'all? Do 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 do. What's that, y'all? Do 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 do. Y'all help me out. Somebody help me out in the chat. What is that? Hold on. What is that? Hold on. What is that? Jeopardy. I'm not moving, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is the show today. Finally, the truth. What's the word, bro? Like, this is the show today. I'm not moving. 50-plus win team process featuring Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum with the coach Joe Mazzulla, who they like to big up, rightfully so. Derek White, XYZ, but it's house money though. That's what we doing. We gonna start here. Why you act like overachieving ain't a thing? All right. All right. Let me address that. All right. Let me see how I'm gonna address this. Okay. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. Nike Mish, also Boston Celtics fan. Um. Yes, this, and I said this literally 2-3 weeks ago. Yes, the Celtics did overachieve to many of people, right? October, obviously, is short in October from a basketball game being played. November, December, but that's when the season changed for the Celtics. Then, the season didn't change for the Celtics in January or February. The season changed in November, December. People viewed y'all as a good team at that point. You see the difference? You guys started the season off 3-5. 3-5, by the way. When you fast forward to January 30th, you're 30-18. 3-5 to 30-18. You won 27 of your next 13 games. People shifted in January and or February to the Boston Celtics just being a good basketball team this year. The Boston Celtics surprising folks this year. Overachieving this year. Right? Then did I say 27 in the next 13? You know what I meant. You know what I meant. 3-5, 30-18, 27 in your next 40. My bad. You know what I meant. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. 27 your next 40. My bad. Slow moment. People viewed you guys as a good team in 2026, the top of the year. So then you guys add Tatum, and then you still would say playing with house money. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. I'm just running some laps real quick, bruh. I'm not even fishing for convo, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not fishing at all. I'm not fishing at all. I'm about to crash in a minute. I'm not fishing at all. Finally, the truth. What's the StreamYard link? It's pinned on YouTube, brother. How you join the stage? That's on the Fact and Stats Discord. I am not going to go there yet. Give me like 10 more minutes, y'all. I'm not about to keep running laps, but give me like 10 more minutes before I open up the Discord. I'm leaving the whole Tatum thing alone until I open up the Discord again, so I can hear what people would have to say. I don't want people to get lost in what the two talking points was, though. One more time before I move. The Celtics are playing with house money. Our counter to that was, how are they playing with house money? How are they playing with house money if you will then pick them to go to the finals? One. Two, everybody in here will pick the Celtics to go to the finals at the end of this season. Those were the two talking points, y'all. I just don't want y'all to get y'all lost in that. Kenny, I'm saying from a talking perspective, like hearing other mouths or words. Like, I was expecting somebody to type something, which I don't think anybody had the answer to, because I still didn't get that answer. Like, two legitimate teams you would pick to beat the Celtics in the series, or could beat them in the series in the East. Now, I ain't opening the core yet, dog. Give me like 5 minutes. Because that's going to turn into a conversation, which I am totally fine with. So, at least let me just run through the slate from last night real quick. And then I will circle right back to the Tatum thing. And I'm just running through it. It's nothing long at all, by the way. So before we get back to that Tatum and the Celtics conversation, guys, I know they don't got the answers. That's why I'm about to hurry up and just do my job right here real quick. Run through this and go right, like literally get through this. Oh, we were crazy though, brother. We were crazy. We were crazy. Shout out to Philadelphia 76ers though, y'all. High praise for them right now, man. Listen, shout out to Paul George. He had 39 points through 3 quarters. I spoke on how VJ's averaging 23 points over his last 7 games. So he's like the perfect fit alongside Maxey in the backcourt. And obviously Maxey had 28 and 9. VJ had 23 and 10. The Sixers, man, interesting team to judge and to think about when it comes to the Eastern Conference playoff, because they have 3 really good players that's supported by a young and upcoming rookie who I believe can be a star player in this league as well, in VJ Edgecombe. And then you have Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes, Drummond, Payne, etc. coming off the bench or playing off of those guys. So, yeah, man, shout out to the Sixers for their win last night. from a Wizard perspective, they did something big for their organization yesterday. That loss yesterday has them in sole first place or sole lead on the chance with the worst record in the league. If they have the worst record in the league, they will solidify themselves with, no matter what, having a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. Let me clap for that. Let me clap for that. They will solidify themselves having a top 5 pick in this draft right here. That is major, guys. Because if your pick is in the top 5, that means, nigga, it could be 1, 2, 3, or 4. You just don't know. If they get any of them top 4 guys, that is a blessing. If them top 4 guys are gone, and there's a coverage right there, boom. Keaton Wagler's right there, boom. I ain't gonna say the other name because I'll leave that alone. One of them 2 guys right there, boom. Yes, if they have the worst record in the league, their pick is stamped within the top 5. It is stamped within the top 5, so I am praying for the city. I want DC basketball to be back, and they are coming. I'm going shout out to the Sixers. Sixers not a threat. Stop it. Respect. Next, I had by the way, my record yesterday. I had the Sixers winning that game yesterday. I had the Hawks winning as well. I am 2-0 so far. The Hawks started off slow in this game. They were down 25-20 at the end of the first quarter. Blew them out in the second quarter, 47-26. Had their way again in the third. Also, I scored them in the fourth. Shout out to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I woke up, and as I'm prepping for the show, I like to get the facts and stats and shit like that and see what's going on. Nikhil Alexander-Walker had 9 30-point games this season. When you look at his first 5-6 years in the NBA, he only had like 2 or 3 combined. Shows to his level of growth as a player. Showed to how like opportunity matters the most. And I think he had a lot of opportunity in Minnesota, don't get me wrong, but he always was playing behind numerous guys. That's obviously Ant and Randall and or Cat, right? From a pecking order perspective. And plus, he was coming off the bench. He's been able to start this whole entire year. He is so damn good as a scorer. If anybody that kept up with what I remember one summer, like 2-3 years ago, I was watching him and SJ work out together, and that's when I saw like, damn, like he really like the bag is crazy. Like his bag is really crazy. And he had a big highlight on Paulo yesterday. Like his bag is really crazy. I told y'all yesterday how Dyson Daniels was affecting the game defensively and also rebounding the ball. He ended up getting 13 rebounds in last night's game, so sort of kind of backed up what I said. And then Jalen Johnson all year, bro. One of my favorite role players. Not so, that's crazy. My bad, Jalen. One of my favorite up-and-coming players in the league. He's not a role player. My bad. 18, 14, 8 last night, and then Kuminga had 12 at the bench. Franz did return for the Orlando Magic, y'all. 20 minutes of play last night, 12 points. And I'm not going to highlight anything else as I'm obviously trying to run through this slate to get to hearing what Mish, Low, shit, it's probably even Byron time as well because he said give me an hour. And anybody else got to say about the Celtics thing? And that'll be like the wrap up for me. I'm obviously hosting the show a little differently today, guys, because yeah, I don't need to explain, but yeah. How is Orlando free falling like this? Man, the coaches asked for one. When you have, and then Paulo and or Franz being out of the lineup on top of Anthony Black, and then when it wasn't Black, it was Jalen Suggs. Their most consistent player this year been Desmond Bane. And then Wendell Carter didn't get better. He damn near got worse. Like, they said forget overdrafting and continuously drafting. We're going to make a swing and get Desmond Bane. But then Paulo is a funny basketball player. Like, I'm going to just put it like that. Paulo is a funny basketball player. So, they got some real things to figure out, man. The head coach that they hired this offseason is going to try to figure out how to maximize Paulo and Franz on the court together, more importantly. If not, they're going to have to quickly pivot off one of those guys, and they'll probably be choosing to pivot off of Franz than Paulo, because obviously you took Paulo at 1, and I think they believe in Paulo more than Franz at the moment. So that's just my little quick thoughts on that. But yeah, man, guys in and out the lineup can never really get continuity and proper chemistry, and then on top of that, they don't like the head coach, in my opinion. And your best guys got to develop, bro. Paulo like 22, 23 years old. You got to develop. Like, get better. Spoke on the Celtics thing already with Brown, 43 points last night. Tatum triple-double. This man had a triple. I didn't even bring up the triple-double, bruh. I'm talking about the house money and the stats over the last 3 games. This nigga had a fucking triple double last night. Fuck are we talking about? That Apollo contract gonna look real funny in a couple of years. Let me put it up real quick. This nigga had a fucking triple double last night. The fuck, mo? Put this Apollo contract. What you talking about? 41 next year, 47, 47, 51. Franz 41, 44, 47, 51. Damn. They basically getting the same bag. Some say he better than Paulo. They basically getting the same bag. I hope they make it work, man. Like I see Andrew just said, I don't think they fit together. I hope they make it work, bro. Really, I really do. Shout out to the Celtics for went over the Heat last night. Tatum had a freaking triple double dog. It's insane to think about. Knicks got to win over the Grizzlies 130 to 119. Jalen Brunson did not play. I was 4-0 so far up until this point. I went 4-1 when the Kings beat the Raptors. Did not expect that. Pressure to Chew had like 28 and 19. I like to monitor Maxim Reynaud as well. Let me see what he did. 6 and 8. Okay. DeRozan had 28 points. Malik Monk had 18 off the bench. Okay, cool. What do you think? What was I just talking about? We're talking about the Magic. I think I spoke on what I think. The injuries to Paulo and or Franz, Anthony Black and or Jalen Suggs, and then the head coach. And then I think internal development also plays a big part in that as well. Like one person that developed on the team was Anthony Black, 100%. The most consistent player on the team was Desmond Bain. But did Wendell Carter get better? He's a rotational guy. Can you say Paulo got better this year? Probably not. Did we get to see enough of Franz? No. Goga, the hype, that's dead and gone. So like I think that's a lot of issues that Orlando ran into this season. What do you think about JB? What do you think? So that's my thoughts on that. Yeah, JB had 43. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Oh, Franz Apollo. I don't really know. Like, yeah, I really. Somebody brought that up to me before, like a month or two, like probably 3 or 4 months ago. I really don't know. Who I'd rather watch and or have on my team from an offensive perspective is probably Franz. But yeah, probably Franz. I'll just leave it at that. Indiana Pacers being the Chicago Bulls made me go 4-2. It's hard to predict these little tanking team games. But shout out to Siakam and company for getting the win. The Houston Rockets were led by my dog Reed Shepherd. 27 points, 9 threes. He's one of the youngest players in NBA history to have a game like this with 9 threes. And then also this is one of the third highest scoring output this season with 0 free throw attempts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see I be coming with the facts. Larry was saying in the chat yesterday that this is situational. Ime spoke on the starting lineup was real matchup dependent. So I think he likes the idea of starting Reed Shepherd. I think he knows how it makes the offense pop more. But he's just such a defensive-minded guy, like Jay Will was saying yesterday, where we will see moments, and probably even in playoff series, where he's going to go with the Tari Eason after starting in the backcourt with the Thompson twin. I like this right here, though. Like, run this. Like, and even after you run this, like, I'm damn near at the point to where, like, I would even look at Fred. This may be a little small, I don't know. But I would even look at Fred just to make the offense pop a little more next season. Nah, you can't do that. Never mind. Can't do that. Because Sengun will be on the court. Nah, I can't do that. But either way, the Thompson twin, he playing really good basketball for like the last month, to be honest. 18, 8, and 6, 2 steals. Reed had 27 with 9 threes, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. He also had 0 turnovers in this game, y'all. KD had 19 and 9 assists. Sengun had 25 and 9. And then Ousmane Dieng had his game of his career, like game of his life. 36 points, at least in the NBA. I'm sorry. 36 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists. And then Jericho Sims had 20 boards last night. A couple things to highlight from Milwaukee. And I'm going to keep the show rolling, y'all. We almost done. I want to stop and give some flowers real quick to the Denver Nuggets, man. Not even just the Denver Nuggets, but Nikola Jokic. He is the second player in NBA history to average a triple-double in back-to-back seasons. Russell Westbrook, Nikola Jokic. Russell Westbrook, Nikola Jokic. I think it's the only one I'm not prepared for. But I think in Jokic, if in Jokic like last 6 games, he had like 5 triple doubles in the last 6. Yeah, I think like 5 out of the last 6 games he had a triple double. I gotta get the fact. Okay, damn. Yeah, 5 out of the last 6 games, he had a triple double. Jokic just continued to trend upwards. His impact offensively is coming back slowly but surely. Whenever you see guys putting up, like, we really have to appreciate the peak we are witnessing right now. Like, obviously, I don't know y'all age. Well, I don't know y'all age, but I'm 29 years old. So, like, I done seen, like, and shout out to the niggas that was born before me. Because, like, I wish I got to see, like, Orlando Shaq. I wish I was 10 years old when Shaq first year was in LA. Like, 99, 2000. I wish I was 10 years old at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't. But I got to see the peak of Kobe. Uh, I got to see Tim Duncan, KG, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, uh, Carmelo, LeBron, KD, Curry, Harden, um, T-Mac in a sense, AI in a sense. Yeah, AI. Um, I got to see that, right? And if you didn't get to see that, like, I feel bad for you. I ain't gonna lie. If you didn't get to see that, I feel bad for you. But then again, y'all can look and say, well, nigga, look what we have here today. Giannis, Jokic, Luka, SGA. He ain't even in his peak yet, but I'm gonna throw him in there because he's just that damn good. Wemby, Ant. We about to see Ant, like, Tatum. I'm gonna give him some love. And I might stop there. But we need to appreciate at the end of the day and throw Kawhi in there somewhere too. We need to appreciate what we witnessing right now with these players, man. Like, I'm not just up here to prop and praise Luka Doncic. Like, Luka is better offensively than when he was 2 years ago, and that season was that crazy. Yo, finally the truth. You keep asking what's the link to join the stage. With all due respect, I'm definitely looking forward to speaking with you. I'm not sure if you're somebody that I spoke with before, but if you look above right there, it says to join the stage, and the Discord link is right there. You will join the Facts and Stats Discord to join the stage, which I will open up in literally within 5 minutes. I'm on my last 2 games. I just wanted to run through the slate because I know when I got to the Celtics and the house money conversation, I was not going to be able to get to the slate at the end of the day. So just thinking smarter, not harder in the situation. But yeah, Jokic, man, 27, 13, and 11, 57% from the field. SGA might be one of the first guards or something crazy like that to average 30 and 50 and shoot over 55% from the season. Bro, y'all know what I saw the other day? I saw this yesterday. Another random stat for y'all. SGA, and this is why I be gassing up shit like this. SGA is shooting 60% on twos this season. That is higher than what the fuck Shaq did in LA. Shaquille O'Neal, who is viewed as one of the most, if not the most, dominant player the game has ever seen, shot 58% on twos at the Laker one year, right? Or probably that was his highest percentage. SGA's at 60% this season, and he's not 7 foot. He not drop stepping. He not dunking on niggas. Just think about how insane that is. Like, I be wanting y'all to understand. Like, when I be talking about Jokic and SGA and Luka and now Wemby, Giannis got to get back. Like, I fuck with Giannis, bro, but we need a healthy season out of Giannis. I don't know about y'all, bro, like, but Giannis damn near 5 for me. Like, I know who the 4 best players in the NBA to me is. Like, Giannis damn near 5. He got to get back. I need a full season next year, Giannis. I need a healthy season. Give me 65 games. Have a playoff push and or run. I need something. Because after 2021, it's been pretty quiet on your end, brother. I'm just being real. All right. Oh, Jamal Murray. Also in this game, y'all. Jamal Murray had like 37 points, knocked down 10 threes yesterday. 12 of 26 from the field. He's having a really special season. I want to highlight him real quick. On the year, he's averaging 25 and a half, 7 assists, 48% from the field. Also putting down 4 rebounds. And then when you look at the three-point perspective, he's also shooting 43% from 3. I think sometimes we be getting lost, like how insane some of this shit is that these NBA players be doing. Like, I think sometimes we be getting lost. I'm gonna read that to y'all one more time. He's averaging 25%. I said 25%. He's averaging 25.6 points, 4.4 rebounds, 7.1 assists, shooting 48.4 from the field, highest in his career, 43.4 from three, highest in his career. And the volume went up in both categories, from the field goal attempts, and also 3-point attempts. He's averaging 7.5 3-point attempts per game, and he's shooting 43% from three. I just hope y'all think about stuff like that. Aaron in the chat, Jamal over the last 7 games is averaging 30. That's impressive. Giannis ain't any talks anymore. That's where I'm at. Like, Giannis gonna have to hear this and be like, oh yeah, facts and stats. All right, bet. Watch this. I got something for y'all next year. I'm hearing what y'all saying about me. Watch this. Bounce back, Giannis. You was always the top 3 player, brother. Bounce back. Because right now, however you want to do the order, y'all can do the order game. You got BJ texting my phone yesterday saying that SJ not top 3. He got Wemby, Luka, and Jokic. But at the end of the day, the top 4 is to me. Jokic, Luka, SGA, Wemby, however you want to do the order. I made a statement in Discord today. Wemby, probably to me, is going to be the best player in the NBA at the end of next season. But if he does go to the finals this year and also win it this year, while also playing at the level that he's at right now, then I would then call him the best player at the end of this season, because he's just that good offensively and defensively, and he's only going to get better to where nobody impact on a basketball court will top his. So if you dominate offensively, dominant defensively, and you have the highest impact in the NBA, how can I not call you the best player? That's how I look at it. So if Wemby by the end of next season to me will be the best player in the NBA, if he gets to the finals this year and win it all, I know it's a year-to-year thing, but I would then call him the best player in the NBA. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how efficient one is or how triple double. I don't give a damn. I don't care what Luka. I don't give a damn. That man, I don't give a damn. He'll be that. Y'all niggas forget too easy. I'm not forgetting about nothing about Giannis. Giannis is still a top 5 player, brother. He's still a top 5 player. I just need another season. Just give me one more season. That's all I want. And I'm talking about games played. The numbers is always gonna be there whenever Giannis is on the court. I need the games played. I need a run. Win a series or 2 for me. That's not nothing crazy. Just win a series or 2. Play 60 games. You ain't even got to hit the 65 threshold. Play 60 games, win a series, and do your regular 31 and 12, 31 and 11, 30 and 11, 6 or 7 assists. You good in my book. But you're not playing games. You getting hurt year in and year out. Lower leg at that. And you thrive off your athleticism. You thrive off your ability to get downhill on the fast breaks. You thrive off physicality. You're not banking on the jump shot. Nigga, you always using your legs over and over and over, quickly at that. All right. Rye said Flip and Cody Williams balled out in this game. Cody had 9-9. I did highlight Cody the other day, y'all, how he's being able to get in the hoop. Also highlighted Bryce. Also highlighted Ace Bailey. Ace had a bad game in this game as well. In the last game, y'all, as we're going to go ahead and open back up the Money House and open up the Discord for some NBA basketball talk with you guys. The San Antonio Spurs. Steve Kerr said prior to this game, don't worry about it, y'all. I got a plan for Wemby. Excuse me. Steve Kerr said... I wonder if somebody asked Steve Kerr. So what happened to your plan tonight? Like I hope somebody asked Steve Kerr that. So what happened to the plan you say you have at Wemby tonight? Yeah, I think Wemby got the message before the game. In the first quarter, Wemby damn near had a double-double. He had 17 and 9 in the first quarter. 41 and 18 for the game. Castle continued at this point. Like Castle was just this is just Stephon Castle. 11 assists last night. I forgot the stat. I forgot it. I didn't put it in my brain. Okay, here it is. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's what it is. So 6 out of his last 8 games, he had 10 or more assists. And in the games where he didn't do that, he's getting like 8, 6, and 9. So his numbers over the last 10 games or 8 games, whatever, is literally insane from a playmaking perspective. One thing that I'm seeing Spurs fans tweet last night and this morning, though, is sort of kind of doing what I was saying this week, actually, today, Thursday. Doing what I was saying this week, where Fox is taking like a back seat and allowing Castle to thrive with the ball in his hands, allowing Castle to play make, and then also allowing Dylan Harper to continue to grow into who he's becoming within his rookie year. Every single rookie that got drafted in the top 4, Ace went 5, I think. Every rookie that got drafted within the top 4, I can say got better in their rookie season. Every single one. Every single rookie that got drafted in the top 4 in this past draft got better throughout this season. Usually they'll hit a rookie wall or something like that, which they probably did, but they got better. Harper got better. Khan got better. VJ got better. Cooper Flag got better. They all came into the league as better players in year 1. Usually you see that development show or a lot more in year 2, year 3, whatever the case may be. That shit showed early for these niggas. All of them. So I want to highlight all 4 of them niggas. And that's why I love last year's draft, and that's why I love this year's draft coming up. This is probably, I'm going to say a hot take here. I don't even know the facts behind this. This is probably I got to look into this. Last year's draft and this year's draft is probably will be the best 2 back-to-back drafts we ever had in NBA history. I don't even know the facts behind that, y'all. I'm just dropping shit. So that might be accurate. Last year's draft and this year's draft coming up will probably be the first time not the first time, will probably be the 2 best draft classes to go back-to-back in NBA history. NBA history. Facts, Q Sims. So that's the last thing before I open up the Discord. What did I send to myself? Did I send that Wemby video? Okay, I sent Nicole talk about Tatum. Heard the Wemby video, and then we are good. Alright. CJ just said Wemby my MVP now. He talking shit and backing it up. Here's Wemby thoughts, y'all, when they brought up the MVP thing again last night. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the Discord.
Recently, Victor, where you were asked about the MVP, and I loved how thoughtful you were in explaining why you believed that a vote for you made sense, and I agree with much of what you said. And I just appreciate that you won it, and it's something that matters to you. Some people act like that, they don't care, they're indifferent. How important is that to you eventually, whether it's now or somewhere down the road, to be recognized as the best player in this league?
Oh, yeah, I do care deeply about it. And I think that all the greats, that are in the Hall of Fame or that are, in our mind, the best of all time, they have fought and grabbed everything they could grab early on in their career, And if I want to make my spot among the greats, I got to try to not miss any occasion I have to put my name up there.
I love it. And something that happened recently, Victor,
I love how the kid carries himself, man. I love how Wemby carries himself. I love everything about Wemby, bro. I'm not no nigga that discovered people first. Or I ain't none of that. I ain't saying that at all. But when I first saw Wemby, probably like 3 years probably before he got drafted. 2 years before he got drafted, whatever the case may be. Rudy was the one that put me on to him because Rudy was bigging up Wemby because of the France shit. Fast forward to today now, look where he is, and bro, like the Spurs are doing some crazy shit right now. Like even looking at the screen right there, he has his fourth 40-point game this season. Most by Spurs players since David Robinson, who had 6 and 94, 95. And then also, I think I sent it to BJ. Did I send it to BJ? I don't even know if I sent it to BJ. Hold on. Also, y'all, while I'm doing that, the Spurs, listen to this right here. The Spurs won 50 games for 2 solid decades. We all remember that. Well, if we all should know that. If you don't know it, if you keep up with basketball, you should know that. That's what they did, or whatever the case may be. If you my age, you should know that because we lived through that. The Spurs won 50 games a year for 2 solid decades, but never won 26 out of 28 games until now. That shows and tells us they are playing at a different freaking level right now. It is insane what that team is doing. It is insane what Mitch Johnson is doing as a head coach. It's amazing Carter Bryant, who they just took another lottery pick, y'all. Like, bro, we're forgetting about Carter Bryant, and I don't want Carter Bryant to get lost in the sauce. Like, yes, Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle are blue chip guys. Like, those are guys with star potential. But let's not try to forget what Carter Bryant is going to bring to that team, because what we're seeing Keldon Johnson bring, and I'm going to drop another one on y'all. Weston Anush, welcome to the stage. What we're seeing Keldon Johnson do for them right now off the bench, and the level of player he's not even grown into, because he sort of kind of been doing this for the Spurs for the most part. I think last year was like a one up and down season for the most part, where BJ and others probably didn't want him in the fold anymore. But right now he's like, you know what? I can play within a role with other good players around me. I think Carter Bryant is going to grow into that role right there, because I don't know how immediate he will become a starter for the Spurs. But I do know year 2, year 3, he's always going to be an effective bench piece for the Spurs. So that's where I'm going with that. And I'm glad that he's getting minutes now to be able to do so, whether it's 15 minutes, whether it's 20 minutes. And then also I think they made a great change to their starting lineup when it came to Julian in replace for Harrison Barnes. The weakest person, and we always heard BJ say it, and I always watched it and seen it on my own 2 eyes. The weakest person in their starting lineup obviously was Harrison Barnes, right? But a lot of that was because of the thing that he was brought or wanted, or what they needed or wanted out of him on that team, was like 3-point specialization or whatever the case, or to be a 3-point specialist, whatever the case, and also a vet. He was struggling in that aspect. I'm talking corner threes. He's struggling in that aspect. Julian is just a much better shooter than Harrison Barnes. I think Harrison Barnes is way more properly slotted to come off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs, and probably throughout the rest of his career, to be honest, versus having to be forced and or still start on said NBA team that's trying to contend. I'm talking about a team that's trying to contend. I think Harrison Barnes is good to come off the bench. I think the Spurs have a great team. They have a solid 10 guys that they believe in and that they play and that they bank on. That's De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Vassell, Julian, Wemby, Harper, Keldon, Carter, Luke, and Harrison Barnes. That's their 10-man rotation in the playoffs, and that rotation can probably get cut for the season for the most part, and that probably can get cut to like 9, if anything. But I probably see them playing all 10 guys in the playoffs as well. So, yeah, man. Last thing before I open up the floor.
For you were asked.
Let me get my winners for today real quick, y'all. Yesterday, I went, check my record real quick. Sixers 1-0, Hawks 2-0, Celtics 3-0, Knicks 4-0, Raptors 4-1, Bulls 4-2, Houston 5-2, Denver 6-2, Spurs 7-2. 7-2 yesterday. We're gonna fast forward to today. We got the San Antonio. We got the Phoenix Suns traveling to Charlotte, man. They had Dylan Brooks return to the lineup yesterday. 2 days ago. Shout out to them for that. Obviously, they desperately needed a guy like that. Also, big news: Mark Williams is finally questionable. We've been out with a foot injury for like a month. So, they can have Mark Williams return. They can have obviously Dylan Brooks play again, and then they still have all the guys that have been contributing or trying to contribute outside of Booker and Green, while they still want consistency out of those 2 guys. They're going against a tough Hornets team tonight, bro. Like, Brandon Miller, special. Just a special basketball player. LaMelo, so gifted. Khan, amazing. And company. Kobe White, etc., etc., etc. This is going to be what you call a good basketball game. This is a good basketball game right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an upset, bro. I think Mark Williams played today. I'm gonna go with the Suns going in there on the road and getting the win on an upset. I think they look to bounce back after their loss the other day. I think to Orlando, and they beat a good Hornets team on the road. I'm gonna go with the Suns. Kate Cunningham is not playing. That don't really matter to the Pistons, at least for right now. Like they are still a damn good team without Cade. Obviously they got Minnesota and Ant coming into town. This is going to be a defensive game. The Pistons obviously going to try to make it that. They're banking on Jenkins and Durant on the offensive side right now. Asar is going to have the responsibility to, I guess, try to shut off Ant Water. Ooh-wee. I'm not even surprised the Pistons the faves right here. I ain't going to lie, without Cade, this is going to be a good-ass game, bruh. I'm not going to lie, bruh. Give me the Pistons. I'm going Pistons without Cade getting a win over the Wolves tonight. My game of the night. I saw on Twitter today and I laughed. I should have said it to myself. They said that Lakers and OKC game had so much hype early on in the year, and the OKC was up like 168 at the end of the three quarter or something like that. That game had a lot of hype. This game tonight probably got just as much hype because of the MVP talks and blah 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 blah. The Lakers playing good basketball, like 15-2 in March. OKC like 14-1 in March, something like that. 14-2 in March, somewhere in that ballpark. Um, a lot of hype around this game too. I said like an hour ago at the top of the show. I think Marcus Smart not being there is going to be really big today. I think because he's not playing. I think SJ and J-Dub is going to have really good offensive games. I'm not saying they're both going to be scoring the ball great or crazy. One can probably, but I think both will be playmakers if anything, good playmakers if anything. And then I think Chet also be good defensively. So I'm going to go with OKC again and win today, y'all. It's going to be a good game. They might pull away late. They might pull away in the second half. Uh, we're gonna have to see. I'm gonna be monitoring how Reeves and LeBron show up in a matchup like this, where okay, she's gonna throw a lot of different bodies at those guys, and what is Luka gonna do with the ball pressure that he may face as well from Lou Dort and company. So either way, though, I think okay, he's the better team. I think they're gonna be able to pull off the win at home today. Crowd gonna be rocking. Great game to watch. I think the Cavs beat the Warriors today. I'm gonna go with Portland over the Pels, and then even on a back-to-back, I got the Spurs beating the Clippers. So I got one upset. That's the Sun. Yeah, one upset. Suns over the Hornets, Pistons, OKC, Cavaliers, Portland Trailblazers, Spurs, and that's my 6 picks for tonight's games. Uh, back to the main topic to start the show today, y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to get through that. Thank y'all for listening, y'all. The Discord is open. I am joined by Wes, uh, Justin, the Nush, Process, etc. Reminder, if you do come on the stage, y'all, everybody's welcome to come on the stage. But please, if you do come on the stage, y'all, come on the stage if you are planning on talking, because that's what my mind is going to be trained to think. You're coming on stage to talk. My mind is going to be trained to think, hey, what's your thoughts? Hey, what's your da 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 da. If not, just please listen on one of the platforms that you can listen on, which is Twitch, YouTube, and or Twitter. Flashing back on the screen, Brother West, welcome. I don't remember your stance, so I'm asking you directly a question real quick. What was your stance on the Celtics and the house money conversation, and did it change?
Good morning, good afternoon to all in attendance. All I said about the Celtics and the house money, I was like, um, I think two things can be true. Like, I think you could say they're playing with house money, but I do think that they should have expectations, right? And I remember in the convo, a lot of people were saying like, well, no, you really shouldn't have any expectations, et cetera. And I was like, nah, I'm not rocking with that because I felt like JT like would have something to add, and clearly he has a lot to add. Like the kid is a good basketball player, and like Jordan was, I'm sure he'll pull up at some point. My projection per se was he may not be able to because we talked about the Knicks and the Cavs. He was saying those are the two series where he thinks they could end up losing, and I was like, no, I'm not rocking with that. And I was saying, like, even if JT can't outperform Brunson, I think JT could play to JB's current level. And if he's playing to that level, the Celtics should win that series. Like it is what it is. So I had faith. I had confidence. I've been believing in them. I'm 7 FC, like through and through. So it's super nice to see like it's super nice to see them do what they're doing right now, man. Just playing great basketball. It's nice to see that Seven like really hasn't skipped a beat. He's not perfect, so he's gonna have some bad games here and there. But he's been playing really well since JT has returned. And it's also nice to see like I was worried about the Achilles tendonitis, but clearly it wasn't a big issue. It's not a real thing. Probably was more of a rest thing. And I think that was really key for JT. JT got to play 2 games and rock without JB.
Yep.
And the level of responsibility they've given him lets me know that like he's healthy. It's not a situation where it's like, oh, I rush back, boom, boom, like a lot of people were feeling. They have given him so much responsibility offensively and defensively it's no way they're working him back in the fold. It's not like, all right, it's just Joe, but they don't have training wheels on. So I love it. I love what I'm seeing from them. But that was my long-winded answer.
Nah, I appreciate that, brother. Um, nah, that was actually a great answer, to be honest. I agree with everything you said, especially about the last part. Their belief in him and how much pressure, because technically they're really putting pressure on him too, to be honest. When you have a lot of responsibility with the ball in your hands and just being on the court in general and commanding so much attention, that comes with a lot of pressure. I'm as a ball player, and he's handling it very well. Clearly, you just see on the screen. I just added Tatum triple double last night. I got everything up there they're doing right now. I'm in the record with him in the line. I direct with him in the lineup. Who else wants to? I don't remember all y'all stance on that. Tween, I'll go ahead and see what you got to say, and I definitely want to hear from Mish real quick, and obviously process.
Yeah, yeah. I was with you in process when it comes to Tatum coming back. They have a certain level of expectation to you feel me? Like they had like, bro, they're a good team all year with JB, with all these guys on this team, Baylor Shireman, you got the Sam Hausers, you got the what's it called, Kada. Nigga, they got a legit team. Derek White, advanced metrics, eye test, Joe Mazzulla at the helm. Nigga, this team is fucking amazing. Like they got some expectations, in my opinion.
All right, what's the word, Mish?
That's funny. That's I'm getting me a little smoothie.
Okay, process. What you got to say about it, brother?
I mean, bro, just it's simple. You cannot, and I understand what people are saying with the house money term, saying that they had no expectations going into the season. So everything from here on out is a win because look at what they were going into the season with. People thought they were going to be a play-in team. People thought they were going to maybe get in, maybe not get in, which I understand. I get that stance. But when the season is going forward and they're playing the way they're playing, and you got a guy in Jaylen Brown who's been in MVP talks through the media, saying he's like a top 5 candidate for MVP, at one point top 3, at one point top 4, whatever. Playing the way he's playing, alongside a veteran team, and then you get your best player back and looks incredible coming back from an Achilles injury. And not only do you get him back, you've been the 2 seed the majority of the year. You have the coach of the year candidate. You have 50-plus wins. You're the favorite to win the Eastern Conference, and you're the 3rd favorite to win the fucking championship behind OKC and the Spurs. You're ahead of fucking Cleveland. You're ahead of Denver. You're ahead of Minnesota in the odds to win the championship. How in God's name can you be can you go into the playoffs with house money? Because in every single playoff series that they're going to go through in the East, they're going to be the favorites and probably have home court advantage, unless in the Eastern Conference Finals they see the Pistons. If not, they're going to be a home team every single fucking series. And even if they play the Pistons away, I will guarantee whatever amount of money you want, they will be the favorite to win that series. 100%. So when in sports history has a favorite in every single fucking series, a favorite to win the conference have been playing with house money. Never. Nobody can give me an example. Nobody can do any of that. It's not like they're playing like this and Tatum goes down and goes into the playoffs and he's hurt. Then yes, that's playing with house money. Your best player's not playing in the playoffs. Okay, you're playing with house money if you win. It's not a Miami Heat situation when they're the 6th seed and the 8th seed and make it to the finals. Yes, that team's playing with house money. They go into the playoffs with no expectations, not go into the season with no expectations. Expectations change all the time. The Spurs is a team that everyone would like to say is playing with house money. Yes, I agree to an extent. But if the Spurs lose in the first round to the fucking Suns, that is a catastrophic failure. Whether they're a young team, whether they're whatever, they've never been there before, you are the way superior team to them. So you should win. Now, when you go along into the second round with a team like the Spurs, and they play against Denver or they play against Mini or they play against OKC and they lose, okay, it's not that big of a deal because it's their first time in the playoffs. You're talking about a Celtics team that their core guys have won a championship with this head coach and their two best players and Derek White and Peyton Pritchard and all these guys that they have. They've been there before. They know what it takes. They've won championships. This isn't the same kind of thing like, oh, well, the Spurs didn't have any expectations to go in the season, so they're playing with house money. Same with the Celtics. No, the Spurs are playing with house money because they're young, they've never been there, and all that other stuff. This is ridiculous.
No, we're playing with house money because process. We shipped off fucking 4 starters. I don't want to hear it.
Oh
Like,
my
bro,
God! You shipped
I
out
don't
4
want to hear
starters.
it. Yeah,
That
yeah,
idiot-
we.
that
That's a
idiot-
terrible
That's
argument.
terrible.
That's
That,
awful.
that's my opinion. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Okay,
I
but that's
don't
a bad
Okay,
argument.
cool. You're on the
dog.
page with people who are gonna tell you how they feel about your opinion. That shit is terrible.
Yeah.
Like
Shipped
that's an
out
awful
4
argument.
starters.
You
That's
shipped
wild.
out
Okay.
4 starters, so we're playing with house money. What are you
So
talking
where?
about?
So when the
Can I
Miami Heat, hold on. So Mish, when the
Go ahead.
Miami Heat, when
This
the
is
Miami
wild.
Heat
This is
lost their
wild,
guy,
bro.
No,
no,
that was
when the
crazy,
Miami
Mish.
Heat,
That was crazy to say, Mish.
No, it's
hold on.
not,
When the
bro.
Miami
It's
Heat,
the
I'm open to
truth,
hear you
and
out, though.
y'all don't agree with it, bro.
Okay,
It's
when the
cool.
Miami
Mish,
Heat,
I'm open to hear you out, but let's process what everybody's saying. Let me
No,
hear
you're
you.
not.
I
It's
am. I'm
whatever
playing.
y'all, whatever the consensus thinks here is what it's supposed to be,
No,
and that's
no.
not how it works.
No, don't do that.
if
I
you
feel it.
We're going to
revamp your
listen
team,
to. We're going to listen to exactly
Mish,
what you got to say.
if you revamp your team by losing role players and bringing other role players in, but you keep the core guys in Tatum, Brown, obviously your head coach Derek White, and so on. And by the way, you had Anthony Simons, you traded him for a good center in the NBA. Like you're still your core guys are there. Teams change time and time again throughout the NBA, year in and year out. You're going to lose those role players. You're going to lose guys that helped you win before. But if you don't lose your core guys and your main players and you bring in other people that have made an impact on the team, how can you say that's the reason you're playing with house money?
Bro,
There's guys
if
on
all
your
of that
team
is true of what the fuck you're saying, why the fuck were they only projected to win 43 fucking games?
because Tatum was out.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
You know
What do you
that,
mean?
though.
Y'all right. Y'all right. Y'all right. Y'all right.
Nah,
Y'all right.
bruh. Nah,
why.
nah.
Mish,
Y'all
you
cool.
know that,
Y'all
though.
cool. Y'all
This
cool.
shit she
Y'all,
doing not
y'all are
law,
weird,
bruh. This shit
bro.
so
Y'all are
lame.
weird.
Wait,
bro.
Mish,
I
are
hate
you
talking
dead
to
ass
y'all.
right now?
You're
Y'all are
being weird
weird,
right
bro.
now, bro.
I hate talking to y'all about my favorite fucking team because y'all spin the narrative as time goes on. Y'all are such hindsight talking ass
What are you
niggas.
talking about?
That shit kills me, bro.
So
Now
y'all
all
were
of a
projected
sudden,
to win 43 because you lost players. Like,
yeah, they
here's my
weren't.
question. I
We
want to
didn't
ask you a
know
very
who.
direct question. Was it more because Tatum tore his Achilles, or was it more because you lost the starters you lost?
Bro, it was both. But at the same time, we didn't know what the fuck these niggas were. We didn't know who Jordan Walsh was. We didn't know what Baylor Shireman was. We didn't know what Ketta looked like as a full-time starter. So for everybody to have this revisionist history is
There's
crazy
nothing
to me.
revisionist about that.
Okay,
No.
cool.
Because
I just
nobody's
had an
saying that
argument
we
2
thought
months
those players
ago
were good.
about Ketta being a starting center on a championship team, and niggas laughed at me. But okay, you're
Yeah,
right.
no, but Mish, you're putting the the heart of the argument into what people felt about your role players as opposed to Tatum tearing his Achilles. That was the thing that made everyone step back. And might I add, how we know it's not the role players and it's Tatum instead. If
Why
people
can't it be
felt,
both?
I'm talking about which one played a bigger factor. It's
Okay.
clearly Tatum's injury, and how we know that is because they still projected you all to win 43 games. If people thought like, and I'm not talking, I can't speak for you and your fan base, but if the world felt so lowly about your role players and felt like you all wouldn't be able to patch it together, you wouldn't have been projected to win 43 fucking games. That
Bro,
projection is way worse
okay.
than 43 if people felt like, yo,
So
they'll get
That
nothing. I'm
is
not
true.
saying
That
people
is true.
knew
So
Jordan
you
Walsh was
thought
going
they
to be the
would win
one.
35 games then? Like if that is that considered low then with them winning 35 games is where you think that they should have been slighted at then?
Projections, I wouldn't assume that projections would be 43 because if you win 43 games, your record is
Uh-huh.
43 and 39. So
Yep.
you have a positive record. You're making the playoffs with that record, or at least in the play-in with that record. That's not a
Uh-huh.
projection that comes if people think the entire team is fucking terrible now. It was about Tatum getting hurt, but them still feeling like, yo, they have enough to go win X amount of games even without Tatum, but they're going to take a huge hit and take a huge step back. And all of that was wrong, in fairness. But
Yes.
it wasn't about the role players, bro.
But
Okay.
Mish, what does it matter
Okay.
what they project for the beginning of the season if
It
you beat?
matters.
No, it does not fucking matter.
Okay.
If you're projected in the beginning of the season to do this or whatever, and this team
Uh-huh.
isn't expected to do that, then halfway through the season, the fucking team is already just put those stupid fucking expectations to bed, and they have become a second seed, and they've been winning games, and your guy Jaylen Brown has taken another leap as a player and become an MVP type of candidate this year, and Peyton Pritchard is balling, and Derek White is playing well, and Hauser's hitting shots, and Kata's playing well. Now you add Jason Tatum to the fold and he looks this good. What the fuck does what people said in the summer have to do with going into the playoffs? That's what I don't understand.
So you only want to talk about the now. You don't want to talk about the whole 82. Okay, if that's the case, that's fair.
Because that's
leave it alone then.
No, because
Okay.
I'm just saying that's not the way
I don't think that's the way to look at it, but if that's the way that you want to look at it, fair.
But I just don't understand. It's never, again, you can't tell me a team with what the Celtics have done this season, the favorites that they've become, what they have on their team that has entered the playoffs and said that team's playing with house money. What other MVP candidate this year is playing? What other top
Hey,
five
did y'all
MVP?
tell Ev to go on mute right quick? Did y'all tell him to go on mute? Because he on mute on Twitch.
Ev, go on mute. You're on Twitch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he had to get on Twitch.
But I'm just saying, Mish, what other MVP candidate, when you look at it this year, the top 5 MVP candidates are Wemby, SGA, Jokic, Luka, JB. All of them are he's the only one playing with house money? How the fuck is that possible? And by the way, out of all of them, besides SGA, he's the most recent one to win a championship. Like,
okay. So, again, why can't overachieve? Because that's what the fuck they're doing. They're overachieving. This to me, it looks like the Patriots all over again. They weren't supposed to be this fucking good. I had the Celtics at 40 wins because I did not know what the fuck the role players look like in a full-time starting role of 82 games without our best player, right? Cool. That is okay because we've never seen it. People were out on the coach. They got, all the success.
She breaking up or is that me?
Nah, she breaking up a little bit.
Mish, you're in the blender.
No, it's probably me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're good.
Something.
Yeah, go ahead, Mish.
No, we couldn't hear you in here.
We heard you. They
heard you in Twitch.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, before the season, like I said, I had them at 40 wins because I didn't know what the young guys looked like Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman, all these other guys. Like, it's cool to sit here and say, well, we seen Peyton in the starting lineup, but then there were stretches where it was bad to where it was like, bro, we know what you are. You are better off the bench. So it was a lot of trial and error type of thing going on, and we really had to see if Joe was a really good coach. To me, this stamped it for me. I was already saying the nigga was a good coach.
But
and
Mish,
even though they lost that series, go ahead.
I understand your stance to begin the season, but now you're looking at it going into the playoffs. So if you're saying that they're playing without, that means in the second round, if you face a team like the Sixers, let's just say, because that's probably who it would be if we somehow win the first round, and you lose, that's okay.
No, I expect him, even without Tatum, I expected him
then you're not
to
playing
win
with
the
house
first
money.
No,
See,
for the
Process,
first
that's
round,
the
no, I
only
never
thing
said
that I'm
that.
not with you on.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
I
not.
think you
I'm
can.
not.
Go ahead, Misha.
No, I was gonna say I'm not gonna kill them niggas. Like if they didn't have Tatum, now that they do, if they do lose in the first round, I would be disappointed. Am I gonna kill them for it? No, I'm not, because I didn't have high expectations coming into the season.
But you have high expectations. Do you expect them to get to the finals?
You can make them go.
Yeah, okay, so you have high expectations to get to the finals now.
But that's only because of the rest of the East. That has nothing to do with them. I just
that's
see
not
the
true.
rest
Oh,
of the
no way,
East.
no way. It's because they're better.
Okay.
Well, no,
I just see the rest of the.
She may feel like the rest of the.
I mean, she thinks the rest of the East is ass.
Like I'm saying she may feel like the rest of the East is weak, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's an accurate assessment. I still think you have to feel like Boston is strong, though. Like we do this thing, and just I wanted to say about your prediction. At what point does what you thought happened or thought was going to happen get trumped by what's actually going on? Like the
For
fact
me,
that
it changed in January.
Can y'all hear me?
okay. Well, I want you to represent that more
Can
in
y'all
this
hear me?
conversation. And you
Can y'all
did
hear
say
me?
you have expectations for the finals, so fair. Shake your hand and cool. But I do feel like that's to be represented more than yo, I projected 40 wins. Like, because at the end of the day, they're a much better team than a 40-win
What
team.
about now?
That is a great ball club. Not a good one, not a really good one. That's a great ball club who has experience, who is battle tested, and who figured out how to make it work in spite of losing their best player to start the season. And now he's rejoined the club. He's working through his kinks, but he like a lot of people, it's a lot to do about nothing with like we all knew he wasn't going to be as efficient, but effectiveness is key. He is an effective fucking basketball player. We're watching someone in real time be a two-way difference maker. That matters, and I do think that for Process's point, I get some of his frustration, but I think the house money part of this whole equation is the fact that, to Misha's point, since things played out the way they played out in the offseason or at the end of last season, coupled with the offseason, I think that this season is not a lost season. And this is why it's house money. If you view this season as a lost season, if they don't win a championship, I just got to disagree with you. And that's where I'm coming from. Like, they're playing with house money because no matter what, this season is not a lost season. They are, to Misha's point, they've
Thank
already
you. That
outdone
was my
themselves.
game of the conversation.
But
Hold
they
on,
think,
Byron, you're
you know
kind of
what
muffled.
happened?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna do.
Hold on. That was my point. Day one of this conversation.
I'm gonna do.
See? Niggas think alike, bruh.
Can y'all
I
hear me?
call you
Can y'all
big
hear me?
bro
Can
for a
y'all hear me?
reason,
Can y'all
bruh.
hear me? Can y'all hear me?
That shit's
Hey,
curious.
What the fuck? So you can hear me
And
right
that's
now
how I
when I get
feel
a mic
about
like
it
this? You can hear
too.
me? You can hear me? I'm gonna
Somebody
do.
else talking?
Can y'all hear me when I do that?
Oh shit.
Ev, if you're talking, you're muted up here.
yeah,
You're
he muted
muted in
and
Discord.
Nah,
fully
I'm trying
free
to
in about
troubleshoot. They
in
just
about
heard.
15-20 minutes.
Nah, I'm trying to troubleshoot. They just heard a whole phone call, and I'm like, how do I stop that? Like, my mic was muted and everything. That's a little
Oh, yeah,
wild.
that's not good.
Yeah, I know. I need
Can
to
Bro,
y'all?
figure. I need to figure that out.
they heard your phone call? Nah, you gotta get
I
that
need to
fixed,
figure that
bro.
out ASAP. Like, hold on. To Byron, to respond back to Byron real quick. Um, I don't know. I don't recall myself. Definitely not me. I don't recall Process saying if they lose in the finals, it's a lost season. Process loss or feel your word came in if they lose to a team that we think is beneath them. Like say they lose to OKC in the finals. Is it a lost team to me? No, they lost to a better team. But who are we looking at in their respective conference right now, expecting or to say that they're going to
But
beat them?
bro, even if they yeah, go ahead.
No, you good. You good.
Go
No, you
ahead.
good. That's a fine
Go ahead.
cutoff.
I'm sorry.
That's a fine cutoff. That's a fine cutoff.
Okay, yeah. So if they go in, if they even like forget the finals, if they go into a series with the Cavs or the Knicks this year specifically, that's what we're talking about.
Mm.
If they go into a series with them and the Cavs and the Knicks play up to what they can possibly play up to, and they beat the Celtics this year, that is still not a lost season for Boston. It's not. Those two teams have been connected and relatively healthy, especially when James Harden been playing good since he got there for the most part. Those two teams have been playing good basketball for most of the season, and even with the acquisition of James Harden, players like Jared Allen have even been playing better. So if Boston go into a series with either one of the two teams, and then one of them two teams beat them, that is not a failed season. It's
Yeah,
not.
I hear
Not
you.
and I said this day when the conversation. Hold on. I said this day when the conversation also. When we was talking about this, because you were saying this earlier. If they go into the series, I would even say Detroit. That's a disappointment. You shouldn't lose to Detroit. You shouldn't lose to Atlanta. You shouldn't lose to even Charlotte. Like you shouldn't lose to any of the quote unquote bottom feeders or anybody outside of those top two teams. I was even saying with the argument day one, Boston, even without Tatum, shouldn't lose to them. I said that. So that was the context I also included with this. But again, if they go into a series with the Knicks or the Cavs this specific season and they lose, it's not gonna be a failed season. And that's part of the house money argument. I don't see how this is so hard to comprehend.
So yeah, I can hear you with the. Let me know if it's echo, y'all, because I'm trying to change some settings. Let me know if it's echo. Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Nah, you good on my end. I'll see it. I'll
nah,
answer.
it's never gonna be an echo on the Discord side. My bad. I'm talking to YouTube and
Oh, you
Twitch.
talking about Twitch
Cause
now? Oh, okay,
I
all
really
right.
don't like that. If I ever answer a call, people can hear me. I don't like that at all. I gotta fix that like literally today. But um, I
Yeah,
hear
you was
you.
loud as hell. With whole conversation, I was
Yeah,
like,
I know. I know. Try to talk professional and all type of shit. But anyways, what was I about to say? Bro, I hear
wait,
you.
wait. Oh, my fault, bro. My fault. My fault.
Okay. So after I say this to Byron, then I'm gonna try something real quick, TJ, and I'm gonna do it and QC and everybody else on YouTube. I hear you about the Celtics and the Knicks playing good basketball for the most part this season. I mean the Knicks and the Cavs, but the Celtics been playing better basketball this season. A little echo. Fuck. The Celtics been playing better basketball this season, though, Byron. Like literally better.
No, that's fair. No,
You can
that's
say
that is
that.
fair.
So
Yeah,
then when you add a
yeah.
guy like Westwood just pointed to, Jason Tatum turning into like a what he said, like looking like a two-way star, whatever, in real time. Everything that Westwood just saying while I was on the phone. That's all facts. So when you then add that guy into the equation, and they've been playing better than these teams, probably even without Tatum, and then you add him into the equation, you're not. My thing is, you're not going to pick them over the Celtics in a playoff series. Like Byron, you would not do that right now today, and or on April 14th when we do the activity. You're going to have the Celtics going to the finals. That was the second argument in the conversation we was having that day. Like me and Process was never arguing. Oh, if the Celtics lose in the finals, that is a lost season. Because to me, that is not a lost season. If OKC loses in the finals this year, hypothetically, that is not a lost season to me. Hypothetically, by the way. Well, I'll hold off on that one. Let me just keep it on Boston. If Boston loses in the finals, they get there and they lose in the finals, that's not a lost season to me. OKC should beat anybody that come out the East. Anybody, literally anybody. Point blank, period.
So to me, it sounds like finals are bust for the Celtics.
Wait, I did have a quick question before we go to the point.
But sometimes y'all do. I want y'all because sometimes we hear the finals are bust phrase, because that's been a thing obviously damn near all our life. Like sometimes bust can mean like blow it up. This is not that scenario though. Like I want to make that very clear. Like I'm pretty sure me nor Process think that if y'all lose in the finals,
Okay.
yeah, like this is not finals or blow it up. This is finals.
I'm about to say we don't have shit to blow up. So
Yeah, no. This is not that scenario. This is finals and then retool. Like, and again, like I said, y'all gonna do it this offseason anyway. Y'all gonna continue to get better guys around Tatum, Brown, and
They got to retool regardless, and that's go to my new in a my new way. Like that also kind of goes to the house money argument as well, because we all know they got to retool.
Yeah,
like you said that even in your soliloquy. Well, to start this whole topic off today, you know that they got to retool next year. They got to. Like they cannot go into next season with the same team. They can't.
Yeah,
that's part of house money.
Yeah,
that's part of it.
Brad made all those moves.
No other team is looking to.
What counters that though? What cancels out the house money? If you are picking them to go to the finals, regardless, then how is it house money?
I still got the Cavs. I don't have them yet.
Okay. Well, we'll see April 14th. You gonna change your mind? Don't worry about it. You can try to fix it.
How you gonna force him to change his mind?
Wow. Hold on, Bray. Before you ask that question, Bray, you're gonna try to act like you here April 1st, April 2nd. You're gonna change your mind April 14th, and that was the next point of the argument. You're gonna change your mind. I promise you are.
We'll see it, but as of right now, April 2nd, I have it. I still got the Cavs.
Even with Tatum Brown looking like this.
They don't care.
Bro, don't poo-poo on how somebody like how two players like Tyson and Sam Merrill mean to this team. Like I think this Cavs team have to be fully healthy. Don't get it twisted. They have to be fully healthy and at full strength, especially from a wing perspective.
They Byron, if they play in the series, you picking Cavs?
Yep. Hold on, I didn't hear what Lo say.
No, I was asking you. So you saying if they play in the series, you picking the Cavs?
If Cavs fully healthy, yes, I still got the Cavs. Yeah, and again, that's Tyson, and they need Tyson, they need Dean Wade, they need Sam Merrill. Again, I love the fact that we had a great win, even with them boys being out last time we played them. But from a wing perspective, they got to be at full strength. They got to be, especially with somebody like Dean Wade and even Tyson, who was a surprise for them this year. Like Tyson been playing damn good basketball from a wing perspective. Dean Wade also, like we know what he brings. This team needs to be fully loaded in order to accomplish what they want to accomplish, and that's at least get to the championship.
YouTube and Twitch, can y'all hear me?
Like they gotta be fully loaded. So fully loaded, yeah, I would still have them beating the Celtics.
Twitch, can y'all hear me? Twitch, can y'all hear me?
Can the Cavs even beat the Hawks right now? I don't know.
Yeah, you have to wrap your mind.
Well, okay. Okay, y'all was high on them. Remember when we talked
No,
about the James
no,
Harden addition?
like in a playoff
Why do y'all hear
series. Like
me?
what? Like don't let this regular season shit go to y'all head either. I think that's
What
part of this
else we got
problem.
to see with this
You
collection
don't
of
have nothing
guys?
to see. You don't have nothing to see at all. Like from the Cavs, I mean, from the Hawks' perspective, in terms of how they gonna operate in the postseason,
I'm talking about
in
with
a
the
series.
Cavs too. We don't know how James
Oh,
Harden
you talking about
and
the
Donovan
Cavs?
Mitchell.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
how are they going to look in a playoff
No,
setting? Like,
well, we know too, but they haven't played together. So to your point, fair.
yeah,
But at the end
Tapping,
of the day,
tapping,
like
tapping.
they
D-Mac, appreciate
coexist.
that
Like D
resub.
Mitch is off the ball, James Harden is
Tapping,
an own
tapping,
ball
tapping.
creator. Like we
Testing,
kind of know how
testing,
that's gonna
testing. What
go.
about now?
We don't know
What
how
about
the
now?
Hawks gonna
What about
literally
now? What about now?
respond
What
or
about
like
now?
look in a playoff series just
What
from
about
an
now? What
actual
about now? Can
functionality
y'all hear me?
standpoint.
okay.
In my opinion, that's just me. I think Cavs have a little more clarity on their end in terms of how they would approach a playoff series. And Meech, you're gonna keep coming off mute. You're gonna just keep fucking up your point in terms of house money. You're gonna keep fucking up your
Oh
stance.
my
And you keep
god.
pushing back on stuff.
Wait, no, what? Well, I'm just asking. I said that though. The
I know,
East to
okay.
me,
If
the
that was a
East to
genuine question,
me,
my fault. If that was a genuine question,
yeah,
my fault.
that was genuine. Like,
All
to
right,
me, that's
all right.
why I'm saying the
No,
finals
wait, no.
because I
No, the
don't like
Cavs
what
and the
I
Hawks
see in
shit
the
was wild though.
East.
No. I'm not gonna. No, I know. The Cavs and the Hawks shit
Yeah.
was wild. No, I'm not giving you genuine on that. I think that was relatively nasty, facetious, and
Oh my
disingenuous.
god. Okay. And these
That's just me.
motherfuckers
That's just
lose
me.
to
That's
them.
what I.
Hey
Means that's just
man,
me though.
you better be the
Yeah,
first
but
one to fuck on
hold
here.
on.
Okay, cool.
Let me say this though. In all fairness,
Uh-huh.
if you not show, if that was a genuine question, and
Yes.
if you not for sure that the Cavs would beat the Hawks in a series, then that who the fuck can fuck with y'all then? Who can fuck with y'all in the East?
That was gonna be my next question to F.
That's what I'm
Who
trying to get
poses
you to
a
say. Like
threat?
shit about to
Who
start
Alright,
poses
running
a
me,
into
threat?
that shit about to start
Mish,
getting fucked up.
Wait,
I'm
Mish,
just asking.
Mish, if
Mish,
you
what
about to say
side do you
something,
want? Like,
Mish, if you
I'm
about
trying
what
to,
to figure
side are
out.
you
I'm
talking
trying
about?
to,
Mish,
you
I'm
gotta
playing
be
devil
careful. You
advocate.
gotta
I'm
be
playing
careful.
devil's
Mish, you fucking
advocate.
up your
Mish,
own argument.
Mish, if you about to say
Bro,
something to
I'm
me,
playing devil.
if you about to say
if
something to
you
Yeah,
me,
I'm
want to
playing
drag on
devil's
the East
advocate.
that bad, what the hell? At that point, y'all
Oh
don't got house
man,
money no
Hold on,
more.
I'll be
I'm
right back.
just
I'm listening. I'll be right
asking.
back.
hey,
I'm
Mish, hold on
just
real quick. Let me see what
asking.
Bray about to say,
Go
Mish,
ahead.
and I'll come back to what you just said.
Wait, no, but I was just left. Damn. But
Okay.
no, I was going to say, it could just go to y'all anyway. But if he said, okay, even without Tatum, Boston would still be a favorite to win the East, how would it still be a disappointment if they lose to somebody like Detroit? That's the only team that I heard that was like a little stuck on.
I
Because,
didn't say without Tatum they would be favorites to win the East.
oh, no, I'm talking about the Detroit series. And like,
Yeah, against Detroit, I just don't believe in Detroit. You talking about Detroit specifically?
yeah, Detroit specifically, based
I
on
think
them being the one seed.
I think Charlotte can beat Detroit in the playoff series. Like I don't believe in Detroit at all. Like don't get it don't get it
Charlotte can
confused
give a
with
lot of niggas
they
bump in the
ranking. Like
playoff
I don't.
series.
I know.
It might just cut out. What you were saying now, Mish, just now? Oh, well, he back.
Damn, it kicked me out. I don't know what the fuck happened. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah. Like so, I was just saying. I don't believe in Detroit from a playoff series standpoint. Like they would be at like the bottom of my list in terms of like who I think can go far. I don't believe in them. So that goes to the Boston and Detroit, question that you had.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense now.
What you were saying, Mish? And I'm over here trying to troubleshoot my microphone issue. I don't get why y'all are hearing me when my mic. When I press the button, mute my mic. I'm muted on. It just doesn't make sense why YouTube and Twitch should be able to hear me still. But Sly, what's up? You said you want to come up real quick.
I'm at work, so use the background noise. But like, I don't get the house money, or I just don't. Cause like, I want to know who said the Celtics was gonna be like in the play-in or playoffs. Like, who said that? No, I don't think nobody said that. Niggas said they would be in the playoffs. They just wouldn't be like a top 3 or 4 seed. So like, if you want to say that's overachieving, then cool. But nobody had you niggas being like damn near one of the worst teams, middle of the pack ass niggas.
That might not be true. So let me just look at everybody's 16 playoff teams in the East. Nobody had the Celtics, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Nobody had the Celtics, bro.
So niggas thought the Celtics was gonna be ass.
I ain't had the Celtics.
Niggas thought the Celtics was gonna be ass.
You ain't do this one.
I didn't think they were gonna be ass now. I at least thought they'd be like 8 or something.
Tween only one that had
No, I
the
ain't
Celtics.
really.
Tween literally the only one that had the Celtics.
if niggas had them in the
Hold
playoffs,
up. Say that one more. Say that one more time, Ev.
I just said Twin only win at the Celtics. CJ,
What,
I got your
hashtag
West.
what
I don't
do I
got your
know?
East, CJ.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody had the Celtics.
I did a West but no East. What the fuck? I would have for sure had the
I just
Celtics.
I don't get that shit. And then Byron, bro, how you don't believe in the? Do you not believe in the Pistons because Cade's not there? Like you don't believe in them even with Cade?
Niggas think the Pistons fools gold, bro.
Even with Cade?
Niggas think that team ain't that good for real.
Even is this with or without Cade? I get it if it's without Cade, but with Cade, niggas got to be
I
out
don't
their
want to
mind.
speak to him, but I'm pretty sure it's with Cade too.
Maybe it's me. I don't know. This is crazy.
He said maybe it's me.
We literally watched the niggas get cheated in the playoffs last year against the Knicks. Like we watched it.
They got
Firsthand.
cheated?
We literally watched it. Niggas watched it.
Testing. Oh. My bad, y'all. My bad. Oh, it's picking up from my hand. Testing.
I don't know though.
Testing.
Lo said I'm not a JB guy, but I had them making the playoffs. Okay.
Shout out to you, bro.
You just took a dig at JB yesterday. When I finally started liking
No,
this
no,
nigga,
no, no,
man, he forget how to shoot, bruh.
no. But that was West,
43.
West, West, West.
43 on
I ain't
your
gonna
head
lie,
top.
West.
40% from
I
three.
think I might be bad luck because when I'm rocking with him, he don't play good. When I'm saying I'm off him, he plays
Right.
phenomenal.
He's played well, like the season as a whole.
No, but I'm
Played
saying
well.
when I hop back on the JV,
Yeah,
when I
when
hop back
you
on,
were back on the train, he started playing poorly.
that's what I'm saying. I just might be a jinx. I just might have to follow from like afar or some shit.
Nah, I think their fan base and even people outside of their fan base acknowledge that they have expectations. That's all that really matters to me. Whether you say house money or not, it's all about how you view things. Because to me, just like Byron said, it's a situation where I'm looking at it and saying, hey, if you don't win, hell, if you don't make it out the East, is this the lost season? To me, I can't say that. I think they've already had a successful season. Granted, the bar is much higher for this franchise and this current iteration of the team. That said, they weren't supposed to be here. Like, and yeah, sometimes people are just wrong. So like maybe that's too far. Like maybe they were supposed to be here and the rest of the world just was looking at it a little wonky. Again, I wasn't here when, y'all were doing that. But I thought they were going to be a top 6 seed. That said, I didn't think they would be this good. I didn't think they would be this. And with that being the case, it's like I can't fault people for saying like, yo, we've already had a successful season because they have. They're second seed in the East. And I don't think they're gonna catch Detroit because
I'm back here.
they kept winning. But I think they can catch Detroit. I don't think they will, but they can. So yeah, when you're looking at that, like it would be really hard to catch Detroit though. They're 4 games back, and I think we have 6 games left in the season.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. I'm cool with being the 2 seed. You know what they say about the 1? It's a curse. So.
Yeah, they do.
But
They do
the
say
last two champions of the NBA were the number 1 seed. So let's see.
that. And how you feel about that 43 last night, Ev? How you feel about that triple double last night, Ev?
What people won't
You think he
believe
won
is
that?
wow. The man said, "Just go ahead, put us in our misery."
And I'll just say this: the stat of the night to me, between JB and JT, 18 assists, 3 turnovers. When they're clicking like that, man, that team is almost unbeatable, bro. Like, and I do want to say this. I heard it earlier, but I was letting it rock. I do think it's a disappointment for it. Our season is lost if we make it to the finals and we don't win. Respect to Boston. Respect to anybody from the East. Well, no, I'll take that back. Respect to Boston. Fuck the rest of them niggas in the East. We lose to anybody in the East that's not named Boston. Somebody got to, I'm gonna have some really strong opinions depending on how that series goes. But yeah, even with Boston, like they're a formidable foe, and I would say that they could beat us, but we shouldn't lose that series. And I would be really disappointed in us if we lost that series. I'll just say that.
Why would you be disappointed? What if they're just the better
Who's
team?
us?
I
Who's
mean, but
us?
that's the thing. I don't think y'all are the better team. I think you have a better 1-2 punch for sure. Hell, 1-2-3 punch. I even say that. Like D White, y'all got a not a big three. Y'all got like a mini. So I don't know, a big 2.5 something. Like I wouldn't call it a big
Two
three,
and a
but Derek
half.
White
Okay. All
is a
right.
great player. Like Derek White is a really really good player, and I think your three is better than like our top three as a whole, like combined. But aside from that, I don't feel like you win any other matchup. I feel like our team is better, like down the line, and also like offense versus defense for the most part for the rest of like the players, the role players on each side for the most part. And I think like Peyton Pritchard shouldn't have a good series against us. Like we should be able to cut off his water.
Everybody
Baylor
think that.
Scheierman, he's small. He's too little. We have guards who are. You said what? Or you didn't say anything. We have guards who are little and physical, like and who can keep up with the quick twitch part of his game. So then it's just like, yo, is he strong enough to have his way with us? I would say no. If he had his way with us, I would be disappointed with that. Payson should win that matchup when they're facing each other. If Dort is ever on him, it probably won't happen a lot. But if Dort is on him, it should be clamps. If Caruso's ever on him, it should be clamps.
What
Like
about now?
there are too many and yeah, y'all like to search out the weak link,
What about now? What
but
about
even
now?
in that
What about now?
instance, it's like we
You
could
should be able
just
to hear me now.
plant the court in ways to where I think we could cut his water off if we really wanted to make a
You
point
should be able to
about
hear
it.
me
And I
now, right?
think that would be the way we should win the series. JT and
Okay,
JB,
bet.
y'all can do what y'all do.
Okay, so I fixed that.
Derek White to a certain extent.
Ooh, that was late.
Nobody else on your team should be able to contribute. And I don't think you could beat
Okay,
us
bet,
with
bet, perfect.
like everybody else having a really, really bad series, but those three guys being good. Because I don't think all three of them would be great. So let's say one of them is great, the other two are good. Between JB, JT, and D White, I still think we should win that series if that's the case. So
Yeah, I don't know. This last matchup just tells me otherwise. I know it's only one game, but having Pritchard play 33 minutes and give me 14 points off the bench, I think I'm cool with that. Like Luke Garza, Baylor Shireman giving me a couple threes, like serviceable minutes. I feel, you know, of the worldly of that.
yeah,
So
if they do that, sure. What I'm saying is in a playoff series, we should be able to cut that water off. And if we're not
oh
able to, I would be disappointed in that.
oh
West, y'all also got like better bigs too. Cause their weakness is Vucevic. I'm not gonna lie, he can get like exposed off of pick and rolls and all that. His defense
Yeah,
is so weak.
very
oh
true.
no. But
Very true.
he's playing with some of the best defenders he's played with, I think, in his career now. And he's only played like
Yeah,
what 5 games
absolutely.
with us. So
Absolutely.
they won't be able to. I guess you could say that you could pick on him, but if you're having help defense, I think we could cover that up because he's still gonna get 9 rebounds regardless.
Wasn't he on the Caruso Lonzo Ball Chicago Bulls? It was like number two
He
or
was.
three in defense, if I
Yes,
remember correctly.
yes.
Yeah, but it was a short stint to that point because Lonzo got hurt early. And
Mm.
then even with Caruso, they still had a good defense. Caruso was such a massive uh defensive player for them. But I think to Misa's overall point, he has more balance on the court defensively for him to cover up for his woes. Because he also
Now,
he could be
now
on the
I'm back.
court
Josh,
with D.
now I'm back.
White,
Okay, let's go,
Jason
baby.
Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Throw
Let's
whoever
go.
else you want to throw out there, be it Sam
I still got
Hauser
it, man. Come on.
or Hugo. I don't think Hugo will play a lot. No, but be it Walls, whoever you throw out there.
I think Joe throw him out there.
Yeah, I should be behind
I mean,
now.
well, if they do, like, you put say Hugo and then Vooch, he's on the court with not a single weak link outside of himself. So those things in Chicago weren't happening. Like he always was gonna share the court with one
Like,
of
yeah, I'm
Levine
sorry,
and
y'all, but y'all got
DeRozan
me
for the
now,
most
right?
part.
Okay,
And
y'all got
both
me
of
now. All
those
right,
guys
bet.
were
Let's
weak
go.
links along with himself. So even though Lonzo and Caruso were so strong,
Let's go.
you had two other. Some of them was gonna be more than that. So, but yeah, man.
So
Salute the
like
Bucks.
it's almost
D-Mac,
like I
that's my
said
new one.
this.
When the Ravens
Goddamn.
get
I'm like, what? All I said was I know what he can bring offensively, especially from a passing and connective standpoint, with all of the offensive scoring that
y'all
they
not
got.
gonna be
And
there,
they can cover
D-Mac.
up for
Y'all
him
not gonna be there.
defensively.
You know that.
The thing
Let's not
about
do that.
Vooch was like
I said that. I said this 2-3 weeks ago, and motherfuckers
there
jumped
was
me.
a stat. There was a stat
What,
floating around. It
what did
was
I
like
miss?
Vooch has never had a good on off or some shit.
Talking about the Vooch conversation that we
With
had
with
not
the
too long ago.
defense?
Yeah, like I said, Boston can cover up for him defensively, and I alluded to what he can bring to them offensively.
Yeah, you did.
And that was it. And I started getting called a Vooch fan and shit, and got pushed back.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I hope you see how that feels. Okay.
First off, man, until you able to
D-Mac
apologize to
100%.
me for yesterday, I don't got nothing
Hold
to say
on,
to
let
you,
me on
Tanes.
Discord.
You fumbled.
D-Mac, yes. Let's lock that in
I
right
can't
now.
believe you. I
I
woke
bet
up this
50 the
morning
Ravens
and
go
my
to the
heart
AFC.
was
I bet 50
hurting.
the Ravens. What are we
Can't
to bet? Super
believe
Bowl or
you.
AFC
Like
Championship?
you
I
really
brought
just
her
And I
fell
bet
on.
50 the
over
I
Chiefs.
that.
brought her
I
on the
bet 50
mic
the
and
Ravens
you
go to the AFC
fumbled.
Championship. I bet 50 the
I
Chiefs
can't
don't.
believe
So if
you.
the Chiefs
Just
make it, I give
over
you
the
50. If the Ravens make
backboard
it, you give
like
me
that.
50.
What the
If we
fuck?
play in if we play in the AFC Championship,
Crazy.
we bet 100 on the game.
You gonna be by
But
today
we can
though
talk
for
about that
sure,
when the
right?
game come. Can we go to the AFC
Right now,
Championship?
she's downstairs making bread. Sorry, bun.
Why is she?
I didn't even know you
Why
said
is
that.
she
We can bet
catering
that
to
right
you?
now.
Like,
I'll put that in my notes right
Because
now.
she loves me. It's butter. She gave me a piece of butter and cheese already because it's Easter tomorrow.
Piece of who? What the hell is that?
Butter and cheese.
Don't disrespect my
What
culture.
is a Benucci?
Don't disrespect my culture, please. Please don't do it.
Oh, that's Jamaican. That's what Jamaican do.
Just let it be. Just let it be. If you don't know about it, just let it be, brother.
Oh,
No,
she
I was
wants
just asking
Man,
what it
this
was.
fake Jamaican. Get him out of
If
here.
you don't know about it, just let it be. Yes, bun
This
and cheese.
fake ass.
Ev, you didn't see what happened yesterday. I put somebody on the phone for
This about
Byron
to be a
talking.
favorite joke for a little minute, by the way.
This shit was disgusting. He fumbled the bag. It was insane.
Wait, you put somebody on the phone where she had an accent? Wait, what she sound like? Huh? Byron? See, Byron don't know what he be. I already know what type of nigga Byron is. Byron's a nigga that just washed up. He had a good time when he was like 18, 19, 20, 17. And now he just cooked.
Huh?
Hold on, y'all hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. My bad. I think my stuff went out.
He snatched the phone from the woman so fast because she was about to expose her real name. That's something she.
Why my audio keep going out? Is that me? Win the AFC, yes, brother. 50 luck. And we play, we can put on the game. Okay, so Ravens and Chiefs. Okay. Bet D-Mac 50 Ravens win AFC. He bet Chiefs. If neither do.
Boy, this whole tweaking.
Yeah, Discord is tweaking. Yeah, Discord is tweaking. D-Mac, if neither one of us make it, it's no bet. Bet D-Mac 50 Ravens win AFC. He bet Chiefs do. If neither win, nobody get paid. Quarterbacks. What's the quarterback? 14 games. Quarterbacks healthy in playoffs. Quarterback healthy in playoffs. This is a playoffs bet. Oh, let me know Discord. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What's the bet? Because like, if the Ravens don't make the playoffs but the Chiefs do, then I still gotta honor that bet.
Is he on mute?
If the Ravens make the playoffs and the Chiefs don't, you gotta
Yeah,
honor
he
the
on
bet.
mute.
So
Mike
he's
is on mute.
talking the entire time on mute. Just
Nah, he
talk.
just.
Nah, I was troubleshooting my microphone. I fixed it. I still got some IT skills. I was fixing that part because they was able to hear me on the phone. I never knew that. I wonder if that been a thing. Like, I hope y'all wasn't like listening to me on the phone throughout the years and months with me mute my mic and shit, and y'all hear me what I'm saying on YouTube and Twitch. Like,
Bro, ain't nobody was doing
So you
that,
think folks really care what type of combo? Like your game probably weak, gang.
nah. What about RL?
Bro,
What about
what?
nigga? I'm talking about RL too, nigga. I get down and dirty. You
Bro,
never.
what?
What?
All right. Let me stop
What's
playing.
RL?
Let me stop playing with
Real
y'all.
life.
Let me stop playing with y'all. No need for caveat. Okay, so
Nigga want to be a crash out like Pooh Shiesty. My gosh.
man, I heard about that this morning, bruh.
This shit is
Chill
embarrassing, bro.
him,
This
chill
is
him, Mr. Buddha
Him and
Slimy
Big,
dude.
why is
Ain't
him
no
and
shit
Big
on
30
that,
up
man.
in Drake some
This the
Gucci
problem with
man?
our
Like,
community.
him and Big 30
Chill
up
that
in Drake
man,
some
bro.
Gucci man.
That
Like,
nigga is tripping, bro. Like it's
Hey,
no more teal shit. Like he's
all right, bro.
squandering generational opportunities to be a dumbass, bro. Like being street
Gucci
has
tall?
never been that
Oh
much, bro.
hell
They
no.
said
Gucci tall?
it was
What?
they
Huh?
would make
Where
a
did you get
Gucci.
that?
They if I remember now probably no more. Westy probably no more. But it was to get Gucci to sign the paperwork to get him out the contract with 1017 or whatever.
But I don't know any of the
I
ins
don't
and
know
outs.
shit
I
Okay,
about
don't
I
that
know
know
okay,
what
why
okay.
y'all
it
shit.
talking.
happened.
I know what you're talking
All I
about. But I'm
know
not finna
is
yummy, bro. Cause that's those rumors, bro. That's not even
yeah.
Yeah,
confirmed.
I don't know, but yeah, basically they allegedly they up
All
the
I know
Drake
is
they up the
people
Drake
got
some Gucci man in
arrested
the
in
studio.
connection to that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
People got arrested in connection to that situation.
it's a top
I
tier
don't know
top tier
anything
crash
about
out,
why
boy.
what happened. I'ma still call him a crash out
Yeah,
though
that's top
until
tier.
he's proven innocent.
Him and Big 30. Breaking news. Have
He
been
was a
saying
crash out for what he did to end up there. But go ahead.
that too. The Warriors were close to acquiring Kawhi Leonard at the deadline. The Clippers poured out. The Warriors are expected to be aggressive for Kawhi in the offseason. Have been saying. You care anything about that?
Why can't they just be ass, bro?
Bro, what?
Come
Y'all
on,
They
bro.
believe that?
always aggressive for something.
Who's the reporter? Who reported
Yeah,
on
I
that?
was just
I
about to
I ain't
never
ask
hear
seen
you.
nothing. I ain't hear
I
nothing
never
about
seen
that.
that reporter name before. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to
But
hear
is
him.
that a fake report, bro? What happened,
Nah,
bro?
this person got
No
over
wait.
100K followers. This is a Warriors reporter.
But what the followers got to do? Who is the reporter?
Tim I don't want to say his name wrong. Kawakami. The NBA Central tweeted 11 minutes ago. We don't gotta believe it though. K also is expected to
Tim
be.
Conley?
No, brother. You think I would mess up that last
You
name?
said
Just
say
go,
say
just
what the
bro,
last name
just
one
pull
more
up your
time.
phone, go to Twitter, and go at the Dunk Central. You're going to see it. Kate's expected to miss at least one more week, y'all. So he's gonna be returning before the playoffs, or right like the last game or two for the regular season. Mark Williams, like I said today, he was questionable yesterday. He's expected to play today. He's participating in a shoot around early today. I saw an interesting conversation this morning about tanking teams, mainly in particular the Wizards. We're not really giving our young guys an opportunity to blossom and develop, even though they're tanking. Like Trey Johnson, stuck at like 11 or 12 points per game this year, shooting really bad. But they said some Wizards fans on Twitter, because for some reason the Wizards are in my algorithm now, and I think I can take this off the screen now. I know y'all tired of seeing this now, but before I move, Heaven Sent,
Yeah.
stance change. How you feel about this on the screen?
Sorry, I'm not looking. On what screen? I don't see anything.
Discord.
I just see your face.
I was about to say, bro, you just gotta see your face, game.
I
You
forgot
got nothing on
Discord tweaked
screen.
out. Discord tweaked. There we go.
Okay. See what you talking about.
Did you see this at all today yet?
The Boston Celtics are playing with house money?
Did you see this document at all yet today?
No. Why?
Okay, let's take a look. Just let me get thoughts on it. Don't forget the quotation marks too.
It's okay, yeah.
So where you at with the whole thing right now, Heaven Sent? Like, let's get an update real quick.
Like I feel like I don't know, like I feel like it's kind of weird to like kind of just shift the perspective on them now. Like I feel like coming into the season, I didn't really think that they had a shot to make it to the finals, or they should have, or whatever. And so I don't know. I just feel weird to like just shift the expectations just like after a few games. I think he's played like what 12 games now.
Yep,
11.
12.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I just don't know. Like I don't know if he's gonna continue to play really really well, or if this is just like just because like he's kind of still fresh. Like I don't know if as time goes by because of the conditioning or whatnot, like he might not play to the level that he needs to. Like it's just hard for me to be like, yeah, Jason Tatum should play as a top 5 player after coming back from that injury with just like the end of the season to kind of ramp up in the playoffs. So therefore they should be expected to like make the finals and win it all. It's just hard for me to get there.
Okay, we can leave it at make the finals. But then what if one can say though, like even if he's not performing at like a top 5 level player, whatever the case may be, but maybe Jaylen Brown is, right? They're saying top 7, top 10. And Tatum, while he might not score the ball well or as efficiently, he's still impacting the game with the ball in his hands from a playmaking perspective, defensively bringing the value there, and then also on the glass, obviously he's averaging 10 boards through 12 games. What if someone can say that, and then what would you then say to that?
No, I can see that. You know what though? Now that I'm thinking about it, because Orlando's worse than I thought they would be. The Cavs aren't as good as I thought they would be. The Knicks aren't as good as I thought they would be.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I shift the Eastern teams to, like, what they truly are, like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, like, you should come out the East. Because the teams that I thought that would be to the top of the... Even
Mm-hmm.
Detroit with Embiid out coming back. But Detroit's, like, all right
Now let me
team.
ask you a
Detroit.
question there. So if you considering potentially shifting wherever you were weeks ago, months ago, whatever the case may be, as of right now, April 2nd, if you had to shift, it sound like you're probably going to lean Boston to get to the finals. Would they then technically be playing with house money to you? Just curious. Like if you have them going to the finals, that's your expectations for them going into the playoffs. Is that considered house money to you?
Well, okay. To me, yes. Just because I feel like to me, what house money is that if they lose, like I'm not going to like slander them. I'm not gonna
That's
be like,
before.
well,
That's
this.
before. That's before the finals you're talking about, or in the finals.
Yeah, like even I feel like if they don't make the final, I guess it also depends how they lose though. But if they don't make the finals, like if they don't make the finals, then like Jason Tatum is not Jason Tatum because Jason Tatum I'm giving him leeway. If like Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown has an injury. But if Jaylen Brown isn't playing to the expectations, then I can see why I would like be going at Jaylen Brown, I guess. But like, it's just weird. The Boston Celtics thing is weird to me because like Tatum is coming back at the end of the season. I can't if he doesn't play up to par, and that's the reason why they don't make the finals. I can't just be like, yeah, this team is ass. Like Jason Tatum is ass. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see what up to par means because Tatum. When we know two things, three things for sure. Two things 100%. The third probably 75, 80%. I got to see him on that side of the ball more. We know the playmaking is going to be there. We know the rebound is going to be there in the playoffs. 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The defense is a 75, 80% thing. I got to see more of him on the side of the ball the rest of the season.
And
Now, even if he's at the 21, 22, where he's at right now in the regular season, even if he's there right there, even if he's right there in the playoffs as well, you said up to a level, whatever the case may be. What if he's just right at the level that he's at right now? That's not good enough for them to be able to get to the finals. With JB playing at the level that he's playing at, Derek White and all the
I
guys
think
around them.
I think if the way that he's playing now, they can make it to the finals. What I'm saying though is that if they
Okay,
go into the playoffs and he isn't scoring to that level or isn't playing the defense to the level that he needs to, like it's hard for me to just be on him and be like, yeah, he's like for me to chastise him or like
what do you think will
because
drop
that's
more?
how
What do you think
funny
will
to
drop
me or
more?
criticize him crazy,
What do you
huh?
think will drop more? The scoring that he's at right now, or the defense that he's at right now? What do you think is more likely to like just take a hit or drop or not be sustainable in the playoffs?
I think both. I think they're interconnected because, like, I think when you go to the playoffs, it's a bit more of like the intensity ramps up, and then also I think like that's where like your what's it called? Like your what's it called when you're in shape? Like your like fatigue can set in and that sort of thing.
Conditional?
Yeah, conditioning. Yeah, exactly. And I think that that impacts the way that you can play defense with the help because he has to he has to assist Vucevic on the back or whatever because he's not good defensively. And then also that can also go to his legs for his shooting. Like I just feel like it depends for his scoring. Like I just need to see it depends how it happens. Like if Jason Tatum does not play, it's just hard for me to shit on him this season.
Nah, yeah, he gets nobody should shit on Jason Tatum at all. Point blank, period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's like. I guess the house money comes with I guess how they lose. If people play if they play well and it's like because Jason Tatum just kind of because he doesn't have the conditioning because of whatever he doesn't play up to what he needs.
You can say it, Evan said. If that nigga stink it up in the playoffs, the nigga's gonna be on his ass. He just never came back.
No, nobody. No, I don't think that's going to be said. I don't think that's going to be said, bro. I don't think.
No, that's what niggas is afraid to say though. If one of them
what you mean by like
if one of them underperform in the playoffs and they end up losing, niggas is afraid to be on their ass. Fuck no.
If Tatum, I will agree with you here. Like, say when this is all said and done, Tatum's probably going to top 18 regular season games. I don't know how much they got left. Let me just get the exact number. Yeah, 18 regular season games when it's all said and done. Assuming he plays for the rest of the 6.
Yeah.
If Tatum was bad to mid in this 6 game or 18 games in totality, and then went into the playoffs and was bad to mid again, then yes, people will say that. For the most part, people are saying right now Tatum looks good. Even West earlier, like he looks damn good.
He's moving well.
He's moving well. He's playing basketball. A lot of pressure is on him right now. He's living up to expectations. He just played these last 2 games without Jaylen Brown. He put up 32. He put up 28. He just had a triple double. He's looking good. Now, if he was looking
getting to the rim,
yeah, like all that is there.
And people do that. Like when people
how many games has this nigga played?
When they come in to the beginning,
12.
when they come to the beginning,
12 games.
In his last 3 games is the games he's been balling out, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Not necessarily, but the last 3 games is highlighted the most because he's averaging 28, 12, and 8, and 12 across that 3.
He just won player of the week. What are we doing, bro? Y'all gotta stop.
So the last 3 games he was hooping. What did he look like when he first came back in those 9 games? What did he look like then?
I mean,
he was looking good. What are you talking about?
If you want me to go through it, I mean,
conditioning, right?
You say he
got
what?
What
What are you saying?
You talking about shooting? You talking about efficiency?
You talking hyping him up because he's actually looking like Jason Tatum in this very moment?
I mean, not necessarily.
I just feel like I've seen in the beginning.
He just want to play of the week, bro.
Even this season, where people when
they
start.
Let me hear Heaven Sent, gang. Let me hear Heaven Sent, bro.
No, I'm saying we've seen like over the years, even this season, where people come in and they play really well in the beginning of the season, and then as the season goes on, because of fatigue or whatever the hell, they kind of like drop off. All I'm saying is that like. It can happen to him. And I'm just like, if that happens, like, I just can't be like, yeah, like, F him or whatever. Because, like, you said he's going to have, like, only 18 games before the playoffs.
Mm.
I can't, like.
That's good. That's a good amount of games.
Okay, I don't care. I can't do that.
I mean, I hear you. I respect it. What you're saying is respectable. So. I'll let that be.
I think the Raptors do that. What do you mean though? You can't judge him fairly or critique him fairly. Like what? You can't see him playing well off the 18 games prior to the playoffs?
No, what I'm saying. So he was basically asking me if it's like house money. To me, house money is that like if you end up like not winning or whatever, like. I'm not gonna like critique you or like be like you knock you or say you ass or like be basic critique. If Jason Tatum comes out and they lose because Jason Tatum doesn't play to what he should be playing at, like it's hard for me to critique him or knock him or whatever because I just feel like he had 18 games and hit into the playoffs. But I'm not.
This really confused me though, just a tad bit. You just said to me 10 minutes ago roughly, that the Cavs are not as good as you thought. The Knicks are not as good as you thought. You think Tatum can play at the level that he's at right now in the regular season, in the postseason. And then you think the Celtics, right now, they'll be your pick to get to the finals. So that means you are implying that you think they're better than the Cavs and Knicks.
What else did I say?
Hold on.
I also said it depends on how they lose.
Right. Hold on.
So, and then I proceeded to say, for example, if they play well and Jason Tatum is the reason why they end up losing, like I'm not going to be like, yeah, Jason Tatum smashed and some shit.
Okay. But let's just assume the first thing you said. Say he's at the level that he's at right now in the regular season, in the playoffs as well, and they lose to one of them teams you just think is not better than them, because per you, they're better than everybody in the Eastern Conference. That's basically what you just told us 10 minutes ago. Yeah, they're better than everybody in the Eastern Conference, and Tatum playing at the level that he's at right now in the regular season and the playoffs. Just a cool 21, 8-5, 22, 9-5.
They should make it to the finals.
Okay, and if they don't, are you saying
I'll
something?
Put your shooters place.
And if they don't, are you saying something?
It depends on how they lose. Like if they lose because like JB and everybody else not playing well or whatever, then yeah, like I don't think that's house money. That's what I said. It depends on how they lose.
So we're good then. Yeah. So for what I'm getting from you now, they should go to the final. They are the best team in the Eastern Conference. If they lose though to anybody before they get to the finals potentially, and it is not Tatum's fault or Tatum's at this regular season level right here in the playoffs, then you got some words for them and the team, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So therefore, then they are not playing with house money, correct? That's what you just said.
Well, Tatum isn't playing up to Tatum's level yet, though.
Well, no, the level he's playing right now is pretty fucking great, though.
No. I agree, but I mean, he's still been fairly inefficient.
Yeah.
I don't.
But he don't. To be fair, he don't need to be like top 5 player in the world to come out the East, though. He's kind of ass.
That's what I was telling you weeks ago, though.
They
don't need that out of Tatum because Jaylen Brown is also that good. Like, yeah, he has a really good running mate, y'all. Like, I don't want this to get lost in the sauce. Like, Tatum don't got to be the best player in every single series. Like, they got Jaylen Brown.
I find it hard to be like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
I was saying months ago, what me and Robert Majority and everybody think the key thing was Tatum's performance. They wasn't talking about anybody else but Tatum. They were like, it's kind of house money because it depends on how Tatum performs or whatnot. And like, he wouldn't perform well or he would.
But in that convo, I said, heaven sent though, we know whatever Tatum brings to the table this season for them, the rest of the season, he's going to be better than all the guys that's playing right now. Hugo, Baylor, Sam, XYZ. He's going to be a good rebounder. He's going to be able to make the ball. He's still going to be a playmaker. And maybe he's not going to average anything over 25 points, but he's still probably going to do around 23 points per game, which I had stated, haven't said. And everything that I stated is literally on display right now.
Yeah, but they didn't say you were wrong with that. They said they need to see.
They just wanted to wait. Okay. Okay.
Well, I had a specific disagreement just for that convo. The only reason why I say disagreement is the other part of it was the fact that coming into this season that they had such young role players that had not necessarily been proven to this level. And I think that still does apply to the playoffs. So I understand the conversation around, hey, Tatum playing at this level, is it good enough to get out of the East? Probably. The fact that Tatum still would be below Tatum normal levels means that there's some level of house money involved there. But there's still the other aspect of these guys haven't necessarily proven in the playoffs the way that they had in their first run with the role players. So
I hear you.
That's why
I hear you.
I'm a little bit. I'm less inclined to just say, "Hey, if Tatum's playing at this level, then it's cool," because there's still the other aspect of we haven't seen these guys in the playoffs do it yet.
I hear you, but then I would then counter that with saying though. Oh, I would then counter that real quick with saying though, like, 5 out of the best 6-7 players all have that playoff experience though. That's Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. And not too much for Vooch, but then a little bit Insta Vooch, Vucevic, whatever the case may be. Obviously, well, yeah, they all have that playoff experience. Now, even Sam Hauser, I didn't say Sam Hauser, my bad. Sam Hauser be a playoff or rotational guy, which he's been for them as well over the last couple of years. Like, they have that experience. So, like, bro, like 6 out of the best 8 players have that experience. The only one you're looking at without that experience probably is Kada and Baylor Shireman, which does matter. I ain't denying it, but they're not one of their top guys or anything like that.
I mean, but they did have top guys that are no longer there. Kristaps Porzingis.
Nikita is their one of their top guys.
There are key missing pieces from that previous championship run that aren't here that could possibly swing those things. So, I understand why people are less inclined. It's just such a unique situation.
But you know what the funny combo about all that is, bro? Boston fans was ready for Drew and Porzingis to get out the door. But then they would want to use that in defense to the argument, like what Misha, like something that Misha said earlier, or even what you just said now. Like, y'all was ready for Drew and KP to go anyway.
Well, this is just me. I don't really give a fuck about Boston.
Yeah,
You're
the
ready
thing
for them to be replaced, though, not just like, not like.
And technically,
Look,
KP
I
was
just,
replaced though. Technically,
the thing for me is, look, I just think playoff basketball does go to a different level.
thing as well.
So Tatum playing Tatum playing at the level that he is right now, is that going to be good enough? It's a question mark. When, in my opinion, better quality basketball is played, I don't know. The level that the role players have been playing at for the majority of the season, when they get into the playoffs with a different level of pressure and better quality basketball, I don't know if that's going to be enough. So that's the only reason why I'm less inclined to be like, yeah, now things have completely changed, because there are still real question marks, in my opinion, even with 18 games of Tatum ramping up or the entire sample size of these guys throughout the season to say, hey, we should just have their full faith as far as that's concerned.
I like what you're saying.
The thing is, though, is that the East is so like, I don't know.
Wait, but
like,
and so Heaven said that's why to me it's like it's such a unique situation, because as I'm evaluating this team, if I'm going to be heavily critical, I can't quite get there, but I can still have them as favorites because the East is like, I don't know.
Because that's the thing. Like, I don't know if
well, then that's not house money.
You do have like points for why you're questioning like their ability. It's just that I don't think the teams that are in the East is going to exploit said to cause an issue. Like,
it's just tough. It's just tough for me to throw out the house money aspect because the East sucks. That's basically where I'm landing on this, because the same question marks that exist still exist for me, but the East, obviously the level has not been as good, especially over the back half of the schedule.
But these question marks come down to two players, though. Like, and these players got to do nothing with the ball in their hands. Bro, Baylor Shireman will come on the court to play defense and shoot open threes. Kata's job is to rebound, ultra shots, and
Tatum still has questions to me. Sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Tatum still does have questions for me.
I'm thinking okay.
Yeah, because he hasn't been as efficient, and there's a different level of basketball around the corner. So that is still a question mark for me.
Fair.
But didn't you just say that don't matter because the East is weak?
It matters in the
conversation.
y'all
all agreed that he don't have to really perform up to whatever levels for them to come out the East, because the East is just ass, which is a fact. That's just a factual.
I specifically said I don't know if the level that Tatum has been at when it gets to better quality basketball will be enough to get them over the hump. I don't know that for sure.
It's a good convo. I mean, I really.
But you think the East is so weak though that they can still make it out?
I think the East is weaker. Yeah, than I thought it was going to be at even like maybe two months ago. I don't think the Cavs have been able to come together.
So you say, I'm just making sure I'm hearing this correctly. You said that he don't have to play up to Tatum levels.
Exactly what I just said, by the way.
He don't have to play up to Tatum levels in better basketball, but the East is so ass that regardless if he does or doesn't, they still should make it out the East.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I never said that. I said I do not know if he is going to play at the level that will get them out of the East. That being said, the East is at a level that is so low that he may not have to, and they still could get out of the East. That is very possible. But no, I still have question marks about the level that Tatum's going to be at and the level that ultimately is going to need to be at to get him over the hump. Yeah, there's
a hump that they have to get over, but the East is weak.
Yeah, the East is weak. You still have to play at a level to get to the finals. It's not like they're going to cakewalk their way through the rest of the playoffs.
I mean, from the description of the current conversation, it sounds like they just that much better than motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't believe that they're just that much better than motherfuckers. So
depends how they perform. He's just questioning.
if Tatum comes back at his level, then yeah, sure, of course they would be. But I don't know why you're trying to force other people's words into this.
That's literally what you're doing right now, bro.
It's just, man. This is just
like you want him to say this so bad, bro.
Yeah, like no, it's just
not what he's saying, brother.
He wants me to say something that I'm not saying, and I understand why. I get it. The Celtics fans are annoying, but I'm not.
It's exactly this Celtics conversation is nasty because they're trying to make it seem like they just own this underdog, just immaculate, greatest underdog story of all time. And
has anybody called them underdogs today? Did I say they were underdogs at any point?
No, not you specifically, but we know who they are. We know who's trying to draw that narrative, but they've been what they're supposed to be.
All right, who's about to
By
say
the way,
something?
I'm glad you have that documented that nobody had them in the playoffs, so people
Oh
can't lie
yeah,
about that. By the way,
nobody had him in it. Yeah, nobody
I'm
outside
glad
of
that you have
Tween.
that
That's
documented.
not true,
Only
D-Man.
Tween,
I
only
had
Tween.
them.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
only
So
Tween.
yes,
Only
stop,
Tween,
Tween.
stop,
Tween,
stop.
yes, Tween. I'm
Only
sorry,
I
Tween.
mean,
Tween.
no,
Yeah, he
I'm
about
not,
to
I'm
drink.
not gonna
Tween,
let
We
y'all
got
do
you.
that.
We
I'm not
got
gonna
you.
let y'all do
he
that.
ain't gonna never let us say the N word
Crazy.
again.
Ah,
I ain't gonna lie.
my dog Tween.
He about
I
to
guess
drag the piss
I
out of
guess
us.
where I fall or where I lie with this is because after listening for the last few minutes, it's like I see both sides still, but I think I'm gonna just plant my fat flag and I'm gonna say I might just have to take the house money off of it, bro, because I do think that critiques are coming, bro. Like if niggas think up the joint in the playoffs, bro, they're gonna be held accountable. Tatum as well, bro. Like it's not as maybe people won't speak on it with the same level of vitriol, but this nigga's not gonna be able to skate off a 38% playoff series. I'm just telling y'all reality. I'm not saying it should be this way, but niggas are definitely gonna be on his head. And that it like from that vantage point, and knowing that the Celtics as well, if Jaylen Brown is ass, oh, the niggas who have had their pitchforks out all season saying, yo, this nigga still not top 25. The season he's put together, there are people who still are saying he's not a top 25 player in the association. There are people who are still very firm on this. They're gonna have their pitchforks out. They're gonna band together. There are people who still are saying Derek White is better than Jaylen Brown, and then there are the people who are on the Jaylen Brown. I mean, yeah, train and saying Derek White isn't that good. He's a role player, and he's gassing up this role player. It's so much inner turmoil, and not like from the Celtics fan base alone. They have some within their fan base, but the entire league looks at that situation, and it's so polarizing because so many people have such strong opinions about what's going on within their organization and with the players alone. Like, yo, there are real people who think Derek White is their best player. There are real people who think Jason Tatum is their best player, rightfully so. And then there are real people who think Jaylen Brown is. And they're the opposites on all ends of the spectrum. So I do think we'll have a massive, somewhat of a shit show if they flame out. So maybe they're not really playing with house money in terms of like the world.
Yeah.
Maybe in facts and stats, we can agree on house money, or maybe we can't, but we agree to disagree. But from a world view, I definitely think every time they falter, it's going to be a lot of talking points, a lot of heads.
And that's
So,
exactly what comes with being a Boston Celtic. That's what comes to the organization. Like it's the Boston Celtics. This is one of the greatest organizations in NBA history. Like it's just what's upon them. It's sad and not sad, but this is reality. And then when you are that level of team, which they've been throughout this regular season, but they're on the brinks of winning 55+ games. There's no way in hell you can go into the NBA playoffs with playing with house money. Like so worldwide, yeah, 100%. The people are going to talk about the Celtics if they don't because what people expect out of them right now today and how they are playing as a basketball team. Aside of the fact and stats, we're probably just not going to meet in the middle. Because I'm on my side, I'm not moving. Like that's not playing with house money.
You
You're
met
not.
in the middle. You met in the middle.
No, I did not. I know I'm no. Okay, yeah, I try. I walked with you.
Thing.
Yeah, I walked with you on the Tatum thing, but team wise, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and company should be able to do enough to uplift them to get to the finals, even if Tatum is not adding a crazy or this regular.
What's this company you speak of like specifically?
Man, all the role players that they had: Payne, Pritchard, Kata, Vooch, Baylor, Autumn, and even Tatum being on the court is enough in itself as well, y'all. Bro, Tatum is attracting 2. Tatum is attracting 3. Tatum is which the word that y'all like to use, gravity. He's got gravity with the ball in his hands, y'all. So even if he's not shooting the ball well, like I said, the playmaking and the rebound is still going to be there. The threat of Tatum offensively is still going to be on these opposing defensive coaches or head coaches' mind, y'all. They're still going to have the game plan to stop Tatum. That's opening shot for the other guys to be able to get their game off. That's what's going to happen regardless of the Boston Celtics offense with the 6'10" wing on the court and Jason Tatum. Or 6'9", whatever freak he is. It says 6'8" here, but I don't think he's 6'8". I think he's taller than that. But yeah.
That nigga's 6'10".
Yeah.
Did you responded to Jordan in the chat?
Yeah, I read it. Let me reread it. Working but popping get to say performance over 10 games doesn't change the house money thing one way or another. When a lot of these factors were predicated on expecting dips or a certain level of underperformance from JT/role players over a larger sample rest of the season, multiple series, especially in the playoff setting, we aren't even there yet. So some of the same things with D-Mac was just saying. Yeah, I was always on the side that I'm not expecting a dip, and I was firm on this. I'm not expecting Tatum to dip or whatever the case may be because I wasn't coming in with high expectations anyway. I said I'm not expecting over 25 points per game, 27, 28. 23 is cool for me. And I really do think Tatum will play at a 23-point per game basketball player the rest of the season and also going into the playoffs. And that is okay because he has another running mate that is a damn good basketball player. He has a running mate that is getting MVP shouts. He has a running mate that's getting all NBA first team shouts. He has a running mate that's averaging 29 points per game and led this team to a 50-plus win team in a quote-unquote gap year, as he called it, and also the media and some Boston Celtics fans. So, and then the role players, bro, maybe I'm just wrong. And if I'm wrong, I would love to be wrong. But I think Tatum and Brown, the attention that they command so much, will just make the game so much easier. Why do we think Sam Hauser gets his game off? I think he had 23 last night or something, whatever it was. Why does he get his game off? Because who he's playing off of. Why does Payne Pritchard get to get his game off like that as well? Because he comes in able to run a unit together, right? With JB or JT. Why? And then also, not even to add on, why is Baylor Scheinman being able to get his game off and shoot the ball so damn well? Because he's open. Why is he open? Because he's playing for Tatum and Brown. Vooch is only going to be a positive for this team in the playoffs versus being a negative. More often than not, he'll be a positive than a negative. You put it like that. Because the things you just mentioned from an offensive standpoint, and I have the wings and White guard and Brown, and Tatum, I'm sorry, to be able to uplift him or surround him defensively. Man, that's what I'm referring to when I say the guys around them. Is it as ideal or is it what we saw last year? Probably not, because we all love that Boston. Well, I'm not gonna say we all loved. Sorry, we all thought highly of that Boston Celtics team 2 years ago with Drew, KP, XY, Derek, Al, Brown, Tatum, and shit like that. Is it that team? No. Is it a damn good Boston team? Yes. They're on the brink to making 3 finals in the last 5 years. That's not by mistake. So that's what I'm thinking about. And then on top of it, they have a great head coach. They have a great offensive and defensive system. So that's why, and everybody plays their role to a T, Byron. So it's not just about putting ball in the hoop the best. You got 2 good guys that do that pretty well. You got a guy in Derek White who can lead your team in multiple games within a series in scoring. Derek White does that. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I guess I'm just too high. I don't know. I think I'm just too high. I don't know.
Nah, bro. I mean, and I rock with what you just say. I don't think you're too high. It's just I think I'm just even killed with them right now. I'm just in the middle, or more so still leaning towards, what I was saying day one. Like it's just what it is. If they lose to anybody, that's the, I guess, middle ground I'm at with it. I got some expectations for them, but if they lose to Knicks or Cavs, it's just like, okay, cool, run it, retool like you need to do anyway. Run that whole back next season and come into next season as the Eastern favorites, like everybody expecting them to do. If they lose to the Knicks or Cavs, it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. Knicks or Cavs, they lived up to what they were supposed to live up to, and they go on to the championship. So that's it. They lose to anybody.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, bro. If it's a 7-game series, like they went 7 with Philly, I think 2-3 years ago. I think numerous times. I think they went 7 with Philly twice. Once in Philadelphia, game 7.
I think twice.
Yeah, I think it was twice when Tatum had a crazy fourth quarter. I think that was game 7. Was that game 7?
That was once, brother.
So they went.
You're talking about the Milwaukee Bucks.
No. I'm not talking about that series. That was game 6 where Tatum went dumb. But I know they went 7 and that game 7 was on what I sent you today to me actually. That game 7 was in Boston. So
yeah, that was the only time they went 7.
Oh, so game 6 must be that game where I don't know what that game was where Tatum went crazy in the fourth quarter. That must be in that same series then.
Yeah. Why you send me that? You really lame, bro. I woke up, got some good lunch. I checked my phone.
How you get lunch at 9 o'clock? How you get lunch at 9? How you get lunch at 9:30?
I mean breakfast. Same thing, bro. I got my little breakfast, and then I checked my phone. This nigga Ed trolling my phone, bro. Like, get that shit off my phone, bro.
What was I about to say?
You know we better. Listen, you know we better, but we gonna talk about that another day from now.
Nah, I was supposed to bring that up yesterday. But either way, like if it's a 7-game series, all right, like nigga, anything can happen in a game 7. Like Jalen Brunson could just go stupid, and you just probably can't do nothing with him. Donovan Mitchell, who always throughout his career, for the most part since he's been in Cleveland, killed the Celtics. He can go crazy, and Tatum would just be off that day, right? Because of the legs or the conditioning and things like that haven't been mentioned. But if it's 5, if it's 4, if it's 6, nah, I'm banking on that better team to win that series in a shortened or shortening the series from versus what the longest it can go or it can be, which is 7. So if if it goes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So if it hold on. So if it goes 7 for those two teams, you're fine with that?
Anything can happen in a 1-game scenario because like it's not like the Knicks and the Cavs is ass to what basically Byron is saying. Like I don't think the Knicks and the Cavs are ass. I don't think the Celtics are the best team in the Eastern Conference.
So in that scenario, to you, that's playing with house money then?
What? No, not at all.
Like because even though they don't make it to the finals, if they lose to those teams in a game 7, it's like okay.
It depends on how the loss is though, because like I said, Tatum can have a bad shooting game.
In the middle. I like you meeting in the middle, my brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
JB can have a bad shooting take, and anybody can perform bad or anybody can perform crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm trying to say. So it's like either way, that's not my pick, and they should not lose to either one of these teams. But if it goes 7, it's like a crazy outlier performance, whatever the case may be, from a star or superstar player. Then okay, cool, it is what it is, bro. Like if Denver beat OKC in 7 last year, okay, it is what it is. Like even if the Clippers, who went into that series as underdogs, beat the Nuggets in the 7 game, it is what it is, bro. Like it happens. Like even if the Pacers, even if the Pacers won that game 7 in the finals last year. Nigga, it got to 7. Anything can happen. Look how highly we started off in that game.
No,
they would have got some words. They would have got 100%.
No. They was getting drugged. Fuck all that.
I wasn't cooking there. I wasn't cooking there. My bad. I wasn't cooking there.
But even before this chip, if the Celtics, you wouldn't have been saying the same thing about the Celtics. Probably against anybody in the East. Like if they would have lost the game 7, you'd have been on their ass. It's the reason you won't be on their ass this year. And that goes to what this whole thing.
No, yes I would. Yes I would. But I'm trying to hear y'all out. But yes I would. But bro, why? Because I don't think they should lose to those teams. But if they get to a 7-game scenario where D Mitch just goes stupid, Harden just go wild, Garland just looking 50 ball in game 7, like okay, like. But I'm still nigga. Why the hell did you lose?
Like years prior though, it don't matter. Like we don't care who can possibly go crazy against y'all in game 7. Y'all need to get it done.
Okay, but that's where I'm at though. Like the Celtics should win point blank. Period. If it's 7, I'm still picking. Look, Byron. I'm not saying this. Like you know how you and Jordan was saying yesterday. If the Lakers go 7 with somebody, I can't remember what team y'all said, the Wolves, I think, or the Rockets, whatever the conversation was. You like they better get it done in 6.
Right.
But because if it goes 7 and Low like, oh nigga, this ain't LeBron from da 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 da. It's basically the same thing. Like if this goes 7, I'm still picking Boston. It's not like if it goes 7, oh my god, like I'm against them.
If they lose, you just like you said. If they lose, you just like
What's going on?
That's the other part you leaving out. You said that quick.
I think. Okay, let me try to just slow this down for y'all.
You said if you lose, you was like,
you trying to walk that back. You want to walk that back?
Let me try to help y'all out. Guys, let me try. Reset. I'm saying 2 different. Quick reset. I'm saying 2 different things, guys, but it go together, right? So I have the Celtics going to the NBA Finals. I have the Celtics beating everybody in the playoff series this year, whether it's 6, whether it's 7, whether it's 5, whether it's 4. In the East, Mish, in the East. I have them beating everybody, whether it's 4, 5, 6, or 7. But also, though, and if it goes 7, I am still picking the Celtics over anyone. But also, if it goes 7 and they lose to the Cavs and or the Knicks, the 2 teams that Byron had referenced, or Heavenson, whichever one it was, yes, I will still have words. But then it's like if a star and or superstar players went crazy in that game 7, like, all right, damn, like, what much can I say? Like, but I'm still gonna have words because I'm still picking them to win.
But that's a caveat, though. Like, it was no caveats for the Boston at one point. Like, it was nothing. Like, you come out the East regardless. You can't lose in no game 7. No nothing. You get your ass to the finals. Point blank, period.
I still feel like that, though. No,
you don't.
How y'all gonna tell me how I feel?
Right,
I
but
just
that's
said
cool.
they should be.
I'm
I just said they should be everybody regardless. I just said that,
yes,
guys.
that's cool. But you were just like, if a superstar go nuclear, you're gonna just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
Wait, y'all reading my mind or something?
That's
Bro,
what
I'm
you
reading your mouth.
said.
I'm reading your words.
Yo,
Yeah.
he crazy.
I'm
Byron,
reading what
Byron,
you. I'm literally
Byron,
hearing what you're
Byron.
telling
If
me,
they
bro.
lost that game 7 to Philadelphia in Boston, which they had a great start to the game, the Sixers did, and then B had a 40 or 50 ball, bro. Okay, and B went crazy. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm still gonna have worse of Boston, like I would have worse of them this
What
year.
year was that?
2023.
2023.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. If they lost that game
No,
in a
they
game
getting stomped out.
seven, we would be shitting on them.
We stomping them out. What you talking
Okay.
about, bro?
All right. All right.
Before they got it, bro.
Well,
Before they won a chip and got that whole done, they had, bro. They was getting stomped out.
I
They was
think
getting stomped out.
I just want to know all of this. Well, I'm picking Boston over everybody. So do you think Tatum is a top 5 player? Top
right,
5?
right. Overall, throughout the last 3 years of the NBA in the NBA, top 6.
Sure.
Yeah, top
What?
6. I don't think I ever said
Who's in
5.
front of
Let's
him?
see.
Nigga, no. Answer for now. It don't matter.
No.
All that
Yeah, but
other
for
shit.
now, I mean, for now,
No,
it's
no.
like that's a what type of question is that? No, I don't think that. Like to be straight, to be
So
point blank.
why the fuck do they have to? Why are they getting all this slack from you?
Slack. I'm praising them.
No. So you're praising them as if like they just can't be fucking be beaten with this guy on the floor.
That's why I said maybe I'm too high. I'm sorry, but yeah, I am really
Yeah,
high
maybe
on the
you
Boston
are. Yeah,
Celtics.
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe I
you
am.
are.
I am really high on the
No,
Boston Celtics.
no, man. Don't fall for the okie doke. That
Okay.
team, again, show me a team in the East with the number 2 option as good as Jaylen Brown has played this year.
None.
Okay, and now you're adding Tatum to the equation, who is showing us maybe I'm not top 5. I'm clearly already. Where do y'all think he's ranked for the games he's played? Where would you say he like amongst the hierarchy in the league? Would you say he's a top 20 player?
I say
His
25.
overall impact, especially on both sides, top
Oh,
25 is what you said.
yeah, I say
You can
25,
name
but it can be 20 though.
24.
Cause you said both sides overall. I say top 20, top 25. Yeah, sorry, top 20 this season. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, top 20. I'm firm on 20. In the games he
And if
played.
that's the case, and he's building upon that and going into because the last week, niggas look like, I would say Tatum has looked better than Donovan Mitchell, and it's only a week. He's looked better than D. Mitch. He's looked better than James Harden. So he looks better than every player on the Cavs' top players, I'll say. He's looked better than Jalen Brunson. He's looked better than Cat. Looks better than the Knicks' top players.
That's
Detroit
true.
is without their top player, and we don't take any other quote-unquote contender in the East seriously.
That's true.
Despite, like, maybe we'll get into some talks about Philly. This has been a long segment. Maybe we transition to Philly, and maybe some people are like, hey, Philly has something. VJ looks like he's going to contribute. He doesn't look fazed by anything. His game has only improved this year. So VJ is real, Maxi's real, PG is looking real, and that break may have been the best thing for him. Go clear your head, heal up even more if you were dealing with something, and now get back to it. And he's come back and he's averaging like 28 a game since he's returned. And Joel looks like a good player when he's allowed to play basketball. Maybe you say that team has a shot because they have the talent, but I don't think anybody would pick a team with such big question marks and virtually no continuity. Like they don't really have any continuity. So when I'm looking at the lay of the landscape, the teams who could be a potential threat at the top, I just don't believe in their top guys. No, and I think realistically, nobody in here believes in fucking Jalen Brunson and Cat. Nobody in here really believes in Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. So that's what it comes down to for the Celtics. Even if you don't think Tatum and Brown are the strongest of strong duos, whatever, which, that's a conversation for another day, because I think at some point you got to accept what you're watching. But the East definitely just doesn't have enough to compete with them. To me, maybe people still lean on the Knicks in the fact that, well, it's not just about Brunson and Cat. You have OG, you have McHale, you have Mitch Robin, whatever contributions you get from him. You have Josh Hart, you have more depth. Landry Shamet has played well for them recently. Mike Brown, you have a new coach. Like, maybe people are looking at that situation and saying they have enough to take down Boston, which is fair. It's fine. It's actually true. But when I look at the top guys, it's not a team in the East with top guys that I'm trusting more than a hurt Tatum and the Brown we've seen this year. It's not happening for me.
Donovan Mitchell, James Harden?
No. And D Mitch, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bruh. I like D Mitch as a player. I think he's starting to get some gas. I think people are starting to favor him a little too much and speak on him as if, like, D Mitch has a lot of flaws in his game too. And a
Yeah,
lot of bad moments.
yeah,
A
even with
lot
me
of
taking
bad moments. And it feels like a lot of times recently people only want to talk about the positives that come with D Mitch as if those negatives aren't as glaring as they are. And he has real issues. He's little. He has his scoring, like the variation in his scoring in the playoffs. A lot of times it fluctuates, real ebbs and flows. His shot is not like he's not this like bullseye shooter. Like he's a great shooter, really good shooter, but I think he has he has it in him. He has the capability to go out in a series and shoot sub 30 from three. He has it in him to shoot 30% from three in the series, taking volume threes. That's not something I want to act like I'm super, super confident in if I feel like that player could go do that. And we all know about Harden's gaps. We all know. Jarrett Allen is still soft to everybody in here. So a lot of niggas in here, Mobley still ain't shit. I don't agree with the Mobley part, but I just think these other teams, the same way you may feel like Boston has flaws, these other teams have flaws, and I think they're more glaring because the players at the top have never proven they could get it done. Boston has two guys who've proven it. No matter how you feel about Brown, no matter how you feel about Tatum, they have shown we can get this shit done. We've done it. And we're battle tested. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Top five. I don't know if people's pushback is necessarily like Tatum or Brown. I haven't been here for long, like, in terms of paying attention, but I can see people looking at the rest of the roster and pointing to that. If they think like it's not stamped that Boston comes out, I think they have a good shot. But if people point to like the rest of the roster, like they did have like a really good 8-man rotation when they did win. I don't think there's a strong 8 I trust.
And there's nothing wrong with having questions about that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because I think the Boston stuff is kind of to a probably lesser degree. Like they like the East version of how I'm viewing San Antonio this year for different reasons. But they like the East version of how I'm viewing San Antonio. Like if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can't do it by themselves. So say JT looks worse than what like eventually everything catch up to him. Like, he's not ready for a high, intense playoff series or a playoff run, and stuff start to catch up to him. So he looking shaky. The role players that don't have playoff experience that they've been dependent on from a regular season standpoint, they start to look a little shaky. Yeah. Hell, respect to JB. JB as a bona fide, I think that's how they're gonna operate. JB as a bona fide number one option in the playoffs. Something we haven't seen yet. Like he can possibly like trickle down a little bit. That if that happened, that's what I'm saying. Like that's realistic scenario that could possibly happen with this team.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. And I think San Antonio. Hold on, what you say? My fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, and that's what I'm preparing myself for. Like, in case that shit do happen, like, it's two sides. Part of me, I think we can go to finals. Part of me thinks these motherfuckers might not show up either because they've never been there. But go ahead, bro.
Like, even from a guard play perspective, Byron.
Huh?
I was saying, even from a guard play perspective, Byron. Like Peyton Pritchard, I think, is a really good player, but that's a significant drop off from it going Drew to Derek or Derek to Drew in a game.
Yep.
In terms of how your guard rotation is, like that's a significant difference. Like even defensively,
and to that point, I think scaling and proper quote unquote hierarchy in terms of the structure of your team is hella important in the playoffs. And I think this Boston team right now, this is not how they supposed to function technically. That's why they've overachieved, in my opinion. Like this is not technically how it's supposed to function. These youngsters that then contributed, like they contribute to, like they've overachieved just in their own right. JB have overachieved as in terms of a number one option all season. Like JT have he I think ahead of the schedule in terms of how he looking. Like it's a lot of stuff happening that I don't think should automatically be in people's head. Oh, this shit about to translate to an intense playoff series, depending on the opponent, obviously. And I'm speaking to like a Knicks and the Cavs only. Like that don't all these things might not automatically translate.
That's fair. That's fair. But then and I hear you, Mish, Wes, and even everything that you just said too. 100% makes sense. And T, my bad. 100% makes sense, reasonable. But then I would take it to the next point that I made. On April 14th, when we do the activity again, everybody gonna pick the Celtics to go to the finals.
Bro, no, I'm not. Bro.
Okay, watch. Because y'all all saying all this, y'all all saying this right now. But in 12 days when we do the activity, when I ask you who you got coming out the East, I guarantee you it's going to be the Celtics.
Bro, first of all, I need you to stop doing this, because though I have grown in my life, in my eventually 35 years that I'm approaching, I have grown, but there's still a little bit of ignorant and stubborn left in me, to the point to where I could possibly believe that shit deep down. But if you keep going about it the way you're going about it, I'ma just dead be ignorant and be like, no, nigga, I'm still picking the
But
Cavs.
that's fine. I'm just not gonna believe you though. That's fine. I'm gonna know what you really feel deep down.
You need to ease up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it no more after today, because I don't want people to like purposely pick against it.
I think that's two different things. I think that's two different things though, because the question that I got, or maybe I'm not understanding, was if it's like house money or whatever.
Yeah, I said at the top of the show today, it was two different talking points.
Yeah, like I feel like people feel, because of what they're seeing and because of like how the East is currently, I can see why people will be like, okay, like I guess like they can make it to the finals. They can make it to the finals. But like if they don't make it because of these caveats where we have question marks for, because this makes sense for this to happen, then I'm not going to like criticize them crazy or whatever, which to me is a house money portion of it.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
No, that's not how that works. Bro, just because they're a good team losing the playoffs and they not crazy criticized, does not mean that does not mean they're playing with house money.
But that's what house money is. That's why I define what house money is to me. And then I proceeded. Like that's what I
don't know in terms of house money, if that was the original prompt, but to me, like I think if an individual player plays bad, there'll be a conversation about that player more than the team. And I don't want to be mean and say who it is, but I think people will talk about a player playing less than their standard than necessarily the team.
So you wasn't here that day, I don't think. The Boston Celtics going to the playoffs this year. Do you think they're playing with house money?
To a degree, like, I guess. I don't know. Like, they're still going to get slandered. I don't know if that's house money. Niggas still going to be on their ass regardless.
They're talking about you particularly, not the world.
Yeah, just you.
Like how I view it?
Are you expecting Celtics to go to the finals this year, T?
Not really.
Who you got going?
That just wasn't in my notion of the year. Like,
no, we're talking about right now. Right now.
No, but Ev, even like that was not what I pictured for ECF. I think they make it to the ECF though. I don't know if they went. I don't know if they go.
Okay, T. April 2nd, 11:05. Do you have the Celtics going to the finals?
As of now, I don't think they'll get to the finals.
Who do you have going?
I guess it's the Cavs, but no, I don't believe in the Cavs. So I guess it is the Celtics.
That's what I'm saying. The shit is weird.
But all y'all, but you see though, like, everybody going to do that.
No, but like it goes to what you were saying earlier, where, and T can correct me if I'm wrong as well. Where like, okay, like if they don't make it because certain things happen, whatever that is for you, I'm not gonna shit on them compared to previous years. I don't give a fuck what happens. Unless Tatum gets injured, you better make it to the finals. That's a completely different lens that I'm looking at them now in this year. That's why to me,
the only nigga that's gonna get slandered for playing bad is JB. That's what I was getting to. Like,
okay,
if JB played less than his level, and his level to some niggas still was like people still shitting on, they gonna be on his ass.
So T, You don't think the Cavs going to the
Which
finals?
I don't think that's fair, but I agree.
You just
But
said out
Byron,
your mouth
I'm
you
not
think.
saying it is. I'm not saying it is
No,
fair.
no,
But
no. I
Byron,
know you're not. I know you're not. I'm just saying. I would agree. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Like people are still gonna be on his ass, but I don't think he's fair because I don't think he's number one.
T.
Shout out to the year he having, but he's not a one. He's not a number one option to me. Having a hell of a year though.
it's like none of these
T.
teams in the East I trust.
Exactly.
It was gonna be Detroit. If Cade was there, I promise you it
No,
was gonna be Detroit.
T.
Niggas was gonna think I was crazy.
T. You just said basically you would have the Celtics going to the finals, correct?
They got a shot. I don't think they have a bigger shot than the Knicks or the Cavs though. I think they all are in the same category to me.
You just say you don't believe in the Cavs though.
I don't believe the Celtics are going there this year either though. Like I ain't gonna lie, maybe it's the Knicks, but there's some question marks there too. All these teams got question
Bro,
marks.
you forcing the game to say it's Celtics, bro. The
I
field
don't know, bro.
I
ass,
feel like
gang.
you want. Yeah, I
If
feel
it's
like you're
Celtics
trying to
versus the
say that, but
field, the
not trying
field
to.
is
Yeah,
ass.
I feel like you're trying to say it, but not saying it though.
There's certain things into the season that I said was bust for teams, and the Cavs and the Knicks going to the ECF was both one of them. Regardless if Tatum was coming back or not. So, like, if that was my opinion about how this shit should have turned out, don't I have to kind of stand towards
No,
that?
you don't. That's the problem. No, you don't. Like,
But that's
no,
the problem now, bro. There's too many people trying to force
yeah,
themselves
you
to
don't
stand
gotta
up
try
and
to
they
like
say
stay
when the
there,
season
gang.
started, bro.
Yeah, I
Nah, you
promise you
gotta
don't.
stand on your word, bro.
No, you don't gotta stay there. You can look at the season
And
right
then I don't
now.
No,
think
you
there's
got new
I don't
information.
think there's
Yeah.
no like
Well,
crazy
ain't
gap
that his
between them
favorite
three
line?
teams.
New information.
I don't think there's no gap between them three teams for real.
All right, that's fine. But who is playing the best out of all the three teams this season? The Celtics.
I ain't gonna
Who
lie,
added
it's probably the Celtics. Yeah.
who added one of the best players in the league at the end of the day that's impacting the game offensively and defensively right now today? The Celtics. Who is Tatum playing better than outside of those three teams? Both of the top stars that Wes just mentioned, which is as of
Y'all
late.
can give me that shit, but what is it? How tell me the exact number of games. That to me
Yeah,
is
it's not a
not
lot.
gonna
Only 12
outweigh
games. Only 12
anything.
I
games.
thought Wes
Only
said
12
four.
games.
I thought Wes said four stars though, Ev. He
I,
said Cat,
you
did
give me
you
Rodman,
hear?
Harden,
Did you
and
hear what I
Mitchell.
just?
Damn, tween.
I just did two of the top stars on the teams. That's the Cavs and the Knicks, bro. That makes 4. 2 plus 2 is 4.
I misunderstood it. My bad.
And
So yeah,
I'm just not going like that.
bro.
Having a
All I'm
cool
saying is, bro, you
14
can
games is
change.
cool,
T. You
bro.
don't gotta like play the tough guy image or the
No, but
hardball.
at the
Or
same time, if Tatum plays worse in the playoffs, would I be disappointed? Not really. Him having a cool 14 games in the regular season is cool to me. That's a whole different game come playoffs. And these niggas are on games 70 and 80, 70 and 60, like
fair,
played.
fair.
Like I just can't stamp you being better than the nigga who's played more basketball than you.
That's part of
Yeah.
why I'm at. It's a
Yeah,
big part of
this
why.
part where everyone, even Ev, to a, because he was like, "Yo, like." 'Cause even Ev was like, "Well, like if it does go 7 against them and Tatum, because of the things that you outlined, just his legs kind of go because he doesn't have the reps necessary. Then if they lose, well, I'm not gonna like go off on them. That's literally."
And then if people are telling me JB
Also
is like
mention
kind of
Jalen Brown
positioned to
or
be
whoever, like not
yeah,
just
but
Tatum.
Ev, example. If you're telling me JB is like positioned to be the number one, because Tatum is coming back from injury, I can see Donovan Mitchell being better than him in the series, and I don't know why that's crazy to you.
Yeah, that's what because I think this is the thing. You guys try to isolate the level of play Tatum plays to me impacts everybody else on the team because it shifts how everybody else needs to play. It shifts how much you need from Peyton Pritchard and what he needs to produce compared to if Jason Tatum is unable to perform at a certain level. Like it all feeds into each other. So if it's a game 7, Jason Tatum doesn't perform where he needs to be, then you're now leaning on a Jaylen Brown and a Peyton Pritchard and everybody else who says they'll be able to perform where they need to be, and then they end up losing. And it's like I'm not going to shit on them because their best player who needs to hold everything together is coming off of a crazy ass injury and has only played at that point 16 games.
He's going to be only playing 16 total by the time playoffs roll around.
18.
Yeah.
18.
Oh, sorry, 18.
Yeah, like that's under 20 games, fool.
And that's why I said maybe I'm just too high because I was one of the ones that expected this level of play where he's at right now, which is really great per heaven sent. Good to great per heaven sent. She said it, and I agree as well.
Like you're saying you're wrong. Like we agree with you that if he plays like how he's playing
I don't think
now,
the drop gonna happen. I just think the drop gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think there's
we're not saying that's the difference.
there's
We're not
potential
saying
for
for a
two
fact.
drops to happen. If JB's your number one, him having a drop offensively, just how they're gonna roll coverage to him, and just him and playing defense on him in the playoff setting, I think his efficiency will go down. So I think his point total goes down. So I think he'll play worse. I think there's a chance Tatum plays worse. I'm not giving Peyton Pritchard just stamped a playoff performer. Dude. Like Derek White, cool, stamped. I'm not stamping Pepe. I'm not stamping.
I mean, we gonna see. We gonna see.
I'm not stamping Vooch. I'm sorry, like me personally. I know some people in here like Vooch.
But to F's point, F isn't necessarily stamping him. He's not giving the same space that we are.
Yeah, that's
for the drop off.
Yeah, literally,
that's what it is. Like, mind you, if what you say happens, I think everybody agrees that they should make it to the finals and whatnot. The thing is that we're leaving space that may not happen. So if that does not happen, like, what would be the outcome? That's it.
But then what if it do happen though?
Then they should make the finals. Everybody agrees. They should.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, nobody has.
No, not that. I was talking about like Tatum level of play, because y'all main concern sounds like the Vince. What's good? Y'all main level concern sound like Tatum taking a potential drop off in the playoffs. That is the only thing y'all are talking about. But that damn near is bigger than y'all talking about the role players at this point. Tatum drop off.
I talked about JB as the one playing worse. I talked about Peyton Pritchard playing worse. I talked about not trusting the other, like the 8 of the rotation. Like, how many of those are you stamping in the playoffs to you?
But they are. This is. I don't know what you
guys teams in the East got players that you can stamp in the playoffs.
But
like a solid 7. I think the Knicks can give you a solid 7.
Oh, the Celtics. Sorry, hold on. The Celtics can too. Payne Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Sam Hauser, Vooch.
I'm not just stamping Sam.
And
who got a 7 that you stamping in? Who got 7 East that you stamping?
Knicks probably got like 7 or 6. I'm stamping.
That you stamping? No, you said 7. Let me hear that 7.
Brunson. What's the starting lineup? The 5. We know the 5, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mitch. Is that not stamped?
That's 6.
Miles is 7. What the fuck?
Why Miles stamped but Sam can't be stamped?
How was Miles stamped but Peyton Pritchard can't be stamped?
I didn't say Pepe wasn't stamped.
You did.
No, I said some people would say Peyton Pritchard isn't stamped.
No, but what's it called? T-Believe just said I'm not stamping Peyton Pritchard.
His level of play this year isn't stamped. If you're saying he's going to shoot decent, he's going to be a player like in the rotation. Yeah, he's a stamped rotational player.
Bro, Cater gonna be more impactful than Miles McBride, Deuce McBride.
I can't stamp Cater, bro.
All right, I can't stamp Deuce. What the fuck is Deuce?
Man, Deuce a bucket.
All right.
In the offs too. We seen it last year. What are we talking
Bro,
about?
Deuce is not stamped, bro.
We seen it last year.
All right.
I think the thing is that I just think it just feeds into each other. If Jason Tatum isn't performing to the level that he needs to, that means everybody else needs to step up defensively and offensively, and that feeds into what Jaylen Brown has to produce if he's able to do so, and Peyton Pritchard and everybody else. It just feeds into each other. So when you're saying like the Jason Tatum thing, it trickles down to all the other players on the team, i.e. the Clippers. That's what the fuck happens with the Clippers all the time. Kawhi Leonard doesn't play. Paul George has to be number 1. His ass not number 1, and everybody else has to do some shit they're not supposed to do. That should be disgusting.
The problem is, ideally, is Jaylen Brown a number 1 on a team that is going to win a championship? No. Can Jaylen Brown be a number 1 on an Eastern Conference team that has finals aspirations? Yes, with it has Jason Tatum as the number 2, quote unquote. Yes, they can. If JB is the 1 and Tatum is the 2,
JB playing worse.
Yes, they can get to the finals. In this East, yes, they can.
JB playing worse. I could see D Mitch outplaying that nigga.
If Jason Tatum,
bro, we acting like JB as the one going through a fucking juggernaut or something. They not going through no juggernauts. They're not going through no crazy teams, guys. I mean, gauntlet, not juggernaut. They're not going through no gauntlet.
But they're not a crazy team themselves.
But they have Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who's a crazy pairing.
If Jason Tatum
this is the best duo in basketball.
Jaylen Brown
if Jason Tatum plays to a certain level.
Yeah, they're not the best duo right now.
Who the best duo in basketball?
They're not the best duo as of current present day.
Okay.
They are not.
All right, okay, fair. Who is current present day anyway, though, there?
Jokic, Jamal Murray.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
niggas.
fair. That's fair. All right, that's definitely fair.
Bro, I'm mad as shit. Byron pulled that out. The first pull.
That was a hell of a pull.
Fair.
Man, what?
Fair. But next season is going to be Boston again, so it don't really matter. It's going to be Tatum and Brown next year. So Brown going to be better than Murray.
Nigga, Holly and AJ. What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
How was JT and JB not the best duo in the league, bro?
Because JT is not himself yet, bro. That's fair, bro. It's reasonable. He's not himself yet.
I'm not even harping on the JT shit. If you telling me JB the number one, there's niggas who are going to outplay him at him being a number one.
Why is that stamped?
Bro, you got certain niggas fucked up.
No, you got Jaylen Brown fucked up. You ignoring what he's doing this season.
You got D-Mitch and Brunson fucked up.
I mean, the
we talking about, but the thing is, though, you talking about a possibility. Sure.
I love Jalen Brunson, most money in the league. But what this nigga Jaylen Brown is doing right now, nigga, he's for sure gonna outplay him in a playoff series.
It's all things factor in that Jaylen Brown will be playing defense.
Bro, Jalen Brunson is averaging like 23 points per game in the year 2026. He's not playing that good. He's not playing that good.
We're stamping that for the playoffs.
No,
but we can't.
And 23 points for the year 2026.
He averages 26 this season.
Did you hear what I just said?
He said for the calendar year.
Yeah, 2020.
Just this part of the year. I don't care.
Yeah,
about
2026 on down. 2026 on down.
He averages 26 for this season of basketball. That matters.
The point is he's trending downwards by Brown, but at the same time.
Nigga, if he averages 23 for I mean, that speaks to a trend.
Yeah, exactly.
So any of y'all gonna bet me he averaged 23 in the playoffs?
Are you gonna bet me the Celtics don't beat the Knicks? Now what?
Do it. We can.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Let me get on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we good there. Cool. We good.
Wait, T, can I get that bet too?
Game by game, brother.
What? What type of what?
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm cool with that too. I'm one in the hand anyway.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, game by game, whatever. Cool, whatever. Game by game.
Hey, T, I need
we
that
betting every game though. Ain't no ducking out.
Yeah, if you agree to game by game, it's literally every single game. Because that means you're gonna say 25 a game, which is fine with me. That means I'm gonna win 50. So I'm cool with that. Because it'd be 4-2.
Averaging 24, like you round up 24 points per game.
Who, Brunson?
Yeah.
Oh, you went to go check? Damn.
Yeah, I went to check.
Why you treat me like twin? Like, damn.
I'm sorry, but it just sounded off. I'm so hesitant.
What was that? 23 point what? What is it?
23.6.
Fuck no, that's not 25. No.
That's 23. That's 23. That's
23. No, fuck no. You go up if it's 27. If it's 27, I mean 23.7, you can go up to 24.
Math is you round up this 5 above.
Yeah, technically you do.
Yeah, technically
you do at 0.6. Yeah, 5 and above. But no, 23.6 is 23. We're not doing that.
But Ev, you telling me a nigga averaged 23 for the last like
3 months of basketball? That's a lot of basketball.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas be telling off today. Like, especially when they know offs is coming up. I ain't gonna lie, I watch niggas.
Nigga, telling off for 3 months?
I think he's gonna come in the playoffs to kill. Y'all got Brunson fucked up. I've never seen a sample of Brunson not killing.
And you know who gonna be guarding them, right?
Show me the time he's not killing off.
It's crazy. It's crazy because he does have, in this stretch, he does have a few 40-point games and a few 30-point games. But then he has like 1, 2, 3 single-digit games. But he up and down. Let me see what Jalen.
No, Kenny, I know 0.5 is rounding up, but we don't do, bro. Nobody rounds up. Oh, this person at 20.6 is averaging 20.
That's how math.
I know.
That's how math works.
Well, as long as it's low on my side, I'm good then.
That's how math works.
Bro, what?
Nah, but we don't round up in sports. I do agree with that.
Regularly, you do round up, but I'm just saying that right there with that points per game, that nigga averaged 23.
Yeah, that's 23. I ain't gonna lie.
But are you?
If they show a list of all the niggas that average 24 this kind of year, you will not be on it.
I'm staying from Brunson as a playoff performer. Him outplaying Brown.
Bro, I don't like how you stamping a role player.
I'm stamping Brown as a playoff performer.
You stamping Miles McBride like as if he should just be stamped, but I can't stamp some guys on Boston.
I think they just got more guys. Period. If you want to be honest,
more guys to do what? Josh Hart don't rise or go crazy. Cat don't rise or go crazy. Like what we doing?
Giving you something consistently. I don't think they have the bigs to actually.
Their last playoff run in 2024. I think in 2024
they're gonna have Vooch. Is Vooch gonna be healthy?
Yes, they're gonna have him. Yes. In 2024, last season, when they played 18 playoff games, Miles McBride averaged 6 points in 19 minutes and shot 37% from the field. But he's a stamp.
You gotta go game log.
No, but he's a stamp. No, I don't need to go game log for 18 game sample size. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Some now niggas getting 2 minutes in the games, bro. You gotta go game log, bro.
Like, come on, bro. You're not gonna stamp him, but then if I mention Sam Hauser, he can't get a stamp for what he's gonna bring to that team offensively, shooting wise and things like that. That's not fair, at all.
They got more guys, period, though.
Stop the more guys shit. What does that mean?
They do though.
But regardless, they're gonna go 7 deep in the playoffs anyway, bro.
Let me know if I'm. And this will let me know if I need to put my headphones. T. Do you hear me?
Josh Hart. I'm getting a certain consistency from Jose Alvarado. Like no troll. Like I'm getting consistency from Hart. That regardless, I'm getting 8 to 10 rebounds a game out of that nigga.
What?
Who? Josh Hart.
I think so. Jose Alvarado.
Oh, yeah, I thought you was talking about Jose. I'm like, what?
I'm getting a level of.
But just the thing about Hart, he gonna eat up.
T.
I mean, he gonna give you production.
Hey, T. Can you hear me real quick? T. Is there a possibility? And Sam probably not a stamp either. If you're saying, but if you're saying Duke, I'm gonna say stamp at the end of the day. But T, is there a possibility for the Celtics in that series to have, from a performance standpoint, have 3 of the top 4 players in that series? Performance / impact wise. Yeah, 3 of the top 4.
Impact wise.
Performance or impact wise?
Yeah, there's a chance.
Okay.
Because if you're saying Tatum. Wait.
You know the 3 I'm saying.
No, I'm actually asking. Derek White.
You know that.
Oh, I'm just making sure. Some niggas say Pepe. He averages 17 gang. I just gotta make sure.
Payne Pritchard's averaging 17 on the season.
Yeah.
No way. I don't believe that.
Nah, he is, but he was starting a lot of the games.
Payne was having a good year, bro.
He was at 19.
I'm not stamping him getting.
Nigga, Anthony was killing too, though. Anthony Simons.
Ev, you think he's gonna be? Because I think he playing like 30-something minutes too.
Who?
Payne Pritchard's having a good season, bro.
Yeah.
They need that. They need him. Bro, Payne Pritchard's a hooper. Payne Pritchard just hoops. He know how to hoop.
He get buckets, bro.
Get buckets. Like, that's Payne Pritchard.
Payne Pritchard's not going to play 30 minutes a game. I don't think so in the playoffs.
He probably won't, especially if they targeting him defensively.
I don't know if
but
he
his minutes he on the court for, but he's going to provide much needed offense.
I don't know if he played 30.
I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of go like a little deeper than some other teams in the playoffs. Like, because I honestly, it's like that like 8th spot, like Baylor Shireman, Jordan Walsh, like if you like been paying attention, Joe Mazzulla, like he never like really show his hand. It's always some different shit.
Like, Harper go play,
but doesn't that go to?
I wouldn't be surprised if he.
I don't know. Like, there's not enough niggas that like. I know who niggas are gonna play from a other standpoint. Like, there's a consistency shit. I'm regardless of how niggas ass or how Cat complains about the offense, the nigga is 20 and 10, and I'm stamping 20 and 10 in the offs, or at least 18 and 10. He gonna be double in the offs minimum. You getting a certain production. I know OG gonna play hard, play defense, be a 15. I don't know what I'm stamping from. I can't really stamp shit from Mikal.
Oh, you also can stamp that Cat's gonna get put in every single action, especially against the Celtics, because he's not.
Yeah, and I can stamp that if Payne Pritchard's on the court, he's gonna be putting that reaction too.
So I'm saying, like, I don't know, because
Vooch on the court, he's going to be putting every action.
Because you're a Pacers fan, so let me ask you this: going into last playoffs, when I made y'all finals run, did you have 7 stamped players or?
Nigga, we had more.
Bro, I don't like the stamped word in front of that. What does that mean, T? When you have 7 or 8 stamped guys, what does that mean?
Like stamped that they're going to play and what you're kind of getting from them night to night.
Okay, then yes, I can. Yes, then. So you're saying the Boston don't have that?
I'm not stamping what JB doing in the regular season in the offs. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm not stamping Peyton.
You said JB?
It's getting to the point, bro, where
playoffs, bro.
Bro, JB not gonna be a stamped guy and going into the playoffs, bro.
No, he's saying what he's doing right now in the.
Man, the nigga don't gotta replicate 29. Is he gonna be a good offensive player?
Who's gonna change him?
That's what he's saying, though. That's what he's saying.
But damn, a nigga gotta so he gotta replicate 29. What if he just replicate good offensive play, which he been doing this whole entire year?
Or what if he does what you wanted to bring up the last month of basketball for Jaylen Brown, right? Or Jalen Brunson. I've watched Jaylen Brown the last 2 months of basketball be inefficient. So what if that
You
one
have
turn
not.
becomes
No,
worse?
you have not watched that.
You just told on
You just
yourself,
made
bro.
that up.
Like,
I mean, he's had bad games. Don't get me wrong, nigga, but over the last 2 months, you will not say that.
Pull up the true shooting from the last month.
Bro.
I don't know if I can go by month, but I can go. I don't know if I can. I can't find a true shooting month by month, but
He's been inefficient from 3, 32%.
yeah, last
And then
month in
from the
March.
field, he's 45%.
Yeah, what she said. He's about 45% from the field over the last 2 months. T and about 31% from the 3-point line.
That's an efficient player to you?
32.
Bro.
And if you want to talk about the start of the season, he was being more efficient. If you wanted to bring up trending down shit.
Oh, is he getting buckets, bro? He's getting buckets, T. He's a good He's been a good offensive player.
What are we talking about?
He's been a good offensive player for the most part,
just
bro.
Say you don't. Just say you don't believe in him. Let's move on, bro.
Niggas want me to believe he's going to outplay Brunson and Donovan.
No, you said the stamp word. Fuck him out playing Brunson or D. Mitch. You say he's not even a stamp to perform. You say he's not even a stamp to perform in the playoffs. Like that's not like
to outplay him.
That's what he said. That's not
what he said. Well, I'm not arguing that.
Team money, bro. The Celtics gonna take team money.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm not stamping him to outplay. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm not arguing that at all because that's not a stamp. Yeah, I'm with you there. My bad. I thought you was arguing that. I'm like, hell no.
Well, somebody said that it's stamped that he'll outplay them, and that's what T was arguing.
Oh, well, I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Yeah, that wasn't me.
Like, I legit was saying Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell are going to outplay him if Jalen Brown.
Bro, D. Mitchell is not a stamp. I don't think D. Mitchell's a stamp.
Bro, did y'all not remember
I think D. Mitchell
doing in the Alls, bro?
Brunson.
Bro, either way, bro, I'm glad you say your bet game by game, bro. That's all I care about, bro. Like, you say your bet game by game.
That shit gonna be sweet money taking T-Funds.
We had a great Boston conversation today. To be honest, they had the whole entire show today.
They show over, bro?
Damn near. I hate everything. Damn it, yeah, pretty much. Shit, literally everything. Everything today. They're gonna take a nice good.
Man, 2:30.
Listen, brother.
That nigga skated through that first play. That nigga ain't bring nobody on stage.
Bro, he didn't even open Discord for the first hour of the show, man.
That nigga made sure to get all that shit out the way.
I did it smart though. That's my first time doing that, but I did it smart.
No, that was smart.
I didn't even think I should do that more, to be honest. But so we can draw the people to the show.
Whoa,
no, not necessarily, but like, yeah, not all the time. Yeah, I did it. And I'll do it one more time, J-Mac. But like, it was good to talk for an hour flat first, and then hear everybody else come around, and then we still come back to that main conversation or the main talking point of the day, which was this on the screen. And I enjoyed it. That shit.
No, but did you like go through the slate and everything too, though?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I didn't want to feel like I was trying to prolong the slate and take away from
No. I'm saying that in regards to like doing that more often. I'm like, hold on, wait, fool, you ain't gonna get no talks on the slate from the crowd. I mean, from the stage no more. Like what?
Oh no, hell no. I would not do that. No.
I mean, he can always double back on it, but I feel like I get why he did it though, because sometimes when you try to do it, it'd be too much interruption.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to get it all out.
You started that with that Sixers expectation, and we went to Knicks.
Hey, what's your expectation of the Celtics? It's finals.
Man. Yeah, NBA Finals.
Like for you, it's finals.
Paul George told Ed stop playing with him, by the way.
I can understand the
Paul George heard that shit Ed said.
I don't think
I kept telling niggas stop playing with PG.
What did I say? What did I say about Paul George? Jimmy, hold on, let me read my pick real
Paul
quick.
George heard that you said what the fuck you say? He heard you say that he not better than Jimmy, bro. So he said, "Fuck, I'm giving you 39 and 3/4, bro."
That was not the fact. That was not. Yeah, that was the combo. But he was not better. This version of Paul George was not better than that version of Jimmy. I'm sorry. But I do hope Paul George continues.
Bro, he gonna keep showing you something.
I do hope that continues though. J Mac, real quick, my winners, real quick.
So hold up, if Jimmy, if PG
Philadelphia
keeps
Jimmy,
killing
18-19.
Yeah.
Nigga, y'all don't be looking at the other side of the court. I'm gonna leave that alone.
And this version of this version of Paul George right here.
Oh, because the nigga got like 30 the other day and then like 30 this week or something.
No.
This is before that even happened. They were just saying he better.
They just
I was saying he heard what Ed said.
Yeah, Byron, they were saying that. Like, This version of Paul George right here is better
We're
than the Jimmy
talking
that
about
played in Minnesota and
that's not what.
Philadelphia that
Wait,
year.
no, that's not what we said.
Like,
What?
That's not what we
What?
said, bro. That's
Let's
not what
make
we
that
said.
up. We did not say he was
We
better.
didn't bring up no Minnesota. What are you talking about?
He got traded to Philly from Minnesota. That's why I referenced that season, brother. I referenced both teams that year, brother.
My bad.
So wait, Lo, what was it then, gang? That was literally the debate.
55 games. He played 55 games in Philly that year, bro. He was basically in Philly, bro.
Okay, but Lo, but that was the debate, though.
That's still the same level of Jimmy, though.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't what the debate was, bro. The debate
was about the Sixers, the 18. Hold on,
it was like about replicating the.
Oh yeah. It was. Yeah, my bad. It was two. Hold on. It was two different things. It was 18-19 Sixers team is better than this Sixers team, and then we took it to why? Because Jimmy is better than this version of Paul George. That's literally what happened because we got to the options thing, the second and third option.
Oh yeah, that's what I.
Hold on.
It's gonna be a weird combo.
Better than anybody on that team.
But Ben Simmons was really fucking good.
I mentioned that too, but yeah, facts.
Ben Simmons was really fucking good.
Yeah, this team they got right now is nice still though. If niggas can stay healthy.
NBA, you got Embiid, you got PG.
You got Embiid playing more
Even
games.
Kelly Oubre, he's a player. Kelly Oubre is a player.
Look, I'll be real. You got a worse Embiid, but you got a healthier Embiid. You got a better defensive Embiid, for sure.
Let me read this.
Defensively, 18-19 defensively was better than this Embiid.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying,
bro.
My
J Mac,
bad.
if you in here still, J Mac, I'm going with the upset for game 1 today. Gut feeling. Mark Williams returning to the court. I think they're gonna get back mode for their loss that they had the other day. Dylan Brooks second game back. So they're gonna be rolling out with I think Colin Booker. No. Booker, Jalen. Excuse me.
I'll take Charlotte, Doug.
No sir, brother. No sir. Just a gut feeling. Mark Williams is back. I'm going with the Suns on the road to pull up the win.
Nigga, this some good ass bumps tonight.
It is. This is another one that
I ain't gonna hold you. Some good.
This is another one.
NBA heard y'all goofy niggas talk about last night.
Twin, can I please? Twin, can I please just tell the dude the winners real quick,
Hey, my bad.
You getting too excited.
All right, J Mac, brother. One more time. I got the Suns today. I went with the Pistons at home. That's really a flip flop game to me. I really don't know, but I'm gonna go with the Pistons. I like OKC. I think SGA. I think their big three will have really good games offensively and or defensively. I like Cleveland, obviously. I like the Portland Trailblazers and I like the Spurs. So that's my picks. So yeah.
Tonight, boy. I ain't cooking shit. Fuck that.
2 good 7 o'clock games, and we got a great 9:30 game, and then that 10:30 game could be a good one too. So.
Hell yeah! Shout out.
That's the slate. The Sixers ain't doing shit. This team is mid. Hornets 5.5 favorites. Wow.
When Steph come back?
Steph come back this weekend.
Sunday.
He come back Saturday versus the Rockets.
Saturday? Oh.
Nah, Sunday.
I think it's what is it? Saturday or Sunday? It's whenever we play the Rockets on Sunday.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it was possible, but I wish there was a way the Rockets could have kept Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks is really nice on his team right now.
But I'm pretty sure the Rockets prefer to keep Jabari over Dylan though. I think the
team would have been better.
I think that was
better with Dylan.
Dylan would have been better, bro.
Right now with the quick.
Yeah, they will probably double back and prefer to keep Dylan than Jabari. But I think at that time they because bro when you
it though because Jabari's a younger guy
and
they drafted him. A young asset.
Yeah, and they drafted him. Yeah, on top of that too.
And he also got the whole they drafted him. The prospect shit too.
Yeah. Nah, J Mac, I surprisingly like the Pistons today. That's just a gut call. The first 2 games are the gut calls, bro. They flip floppy for me though. Bro, like the Hornets can really beat the Hornets can win and the Wolves can win because they got Ant. They got the best player on the court most likely tonight. So to be honest,
I heard Jalen Duren been killing though. I ain't gonna hold.
He has.
Is Kate supposed to come back? If
out at least one more week, so we back right by the end of the regular season to be able to play a game or 2.
Oh, so he'll get a couple. Okay, depending on how good Kate is, that might be my team, man. I think they could beat any team. That's just me though.
I'm glad you put That's Just Me in front of that.
Well, what? You said Detroit can beat any team?
I think they can. They're a really good team.
Kate will probably be back on April 10th. They travel to Charlotte, or Kate will probably play the last game of the season.
In the East, and I don't think that's crazy.
Yes, it is.
I don't think that's crazy. I
Durant
can see him being the best player in the playoffs in the
I
East.
can't wait till that second round and you're
Shout out
sitting
to
here
Jalen
looking
Duran, twin.
crazy.
Hopefully, he changes family life with that money.
They good ass team, me. Y'all gotta stop playing with them.
I mean, pocket watch. I want to see young niggas get paid, but this new CBA, bro, I don't know. Like they might do some DeAndre Ayton shit where, yo, find an offer sheet in a marketplace, and we're gonna match that.
They're not
I'm
gonna.
not even.
No, I disagree. They're not
Nah,
gonna
they
do
gonna
that.
lock up Durant, bro.
Nigga,
Yeah, they're
I've
not
been
gonna do
hearing,
that.
bro. I've been hearing like I don't want to like say I'm capped. I've been hearing they don't really like before this year. They've been questioning his
Yeah,
effort.
they have. They have been questioning, like, not gonna say fit, but can he be another running mate or star player alongside Kate Cunningham? Or do we need to potentially pivot elsewhere? That is true. But this year silenced all of that. All star, 20+ point per game.
You think so?
100%. Look at the year he's
No, I'm
having.
not questioning
Hey,
that,
you
but
know,
I'm not. No. He's killing. But this the thing, though. I don't want to like that. Is this just another player trying to get paid on? Like he's killing because he's trying to get the money, obviously. Like he's up for a
He's just a
contract.
good.
Or is
He
this
just
who
has.
he?
No,
Or is this?
He's just a
No,
good
that's what I'm
basketball
asking the
player,
question.
man.
Is this
Nigga,
who he
what?
is?
like what the
Hold on.
fuck?
He act like this nigga
Is
29,
this
30,
who he
31,
is?
trying to get another contract or something. Like, gang, he's just a good basketball player, gang. He's playing good basketball. Twin, he's just scoring the ball and rebounding. Like,
Actually, took this. You actually.
huh?
I said this is who he is. He's just at this level now.
You're saying there's no better he can get? Is that what you're saying?
No, I know. I'm not discounting what he's doing. I'm saying the other stuff, the years prior. He's a new player right now. So this is who he is right now. He's a great defender, great rebounder,
He hasn't been great
elite
defensively,
screener. No, this year for his career this season, yes, he's been nigga from what he was to what he is now.
So if that's the case, if you're talking about him being a great defender and him being so good, whatever the case may be, then why do you think they would do the Aiden thing what the Suns did? Why do you think they would do
because
that?
I'm just like, bro, is this who he really is?
You just said it is, though.
No, he's hooping. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, bro. Like, am I like niggas is selling? It's a gimmick. Niggas is selling. Yeah, is he selling? Is he selling them a dream?
Well, do you
Is
think
it a
he?
little gimmick?
Do you think he is?
The way he's hooping right now, bro, I just gotta stick to it. Like this, I guess so. This is a new player.
Okay,
he just turned into a new player.
What? That's what I'm saying. If you don't think think it's a gimmick, and I don't think it's a gimmick, and people on the stage don't think it's a gimmick, then how can we proceed then?
Yeah, we just gotta wait and see. That's only
literally
thing,
all
to
it
be honest
is.
with you.
Like we just got to see if he and you're not wrong for questioning it because obviously he's only at 19 on the season, not even nothing crazy. I thought he was at 20, but my bad for saying that earlier. But he's at 19.5 on the season, 64% from the field. Obviously it's a big jump from where he was last year, which was 12 points per game. The rebounding was always there for Jalen Duren. I think the better thing about it is that he got better offensively, finishing around the rim. With his touch and obviously slams and things of that feet work, things of that nature. You just got to try to continue to develop a mid-range shot a little bit. Even if it's just close to the rim. Don't got to be a deep mid-range or anything like that. A close mid-range shot. And just continue to get better, bro. That's literally all it is. And it's not a gimmick. He's 22 years He's 22 years old. And yeah, facts. He got more reps. He's 22 years old.
Like he got from playing with not like niggas looking to pass to one of the better young passers.
We gotta stop judging players before they turn 25, like before they turn 24, then before they even turn 23. Like the man is 22. Guys start to hit their stride in year 3 and 4 all the time. Every single young star player in the NBA or star player in the NBA, unless you just like came out the woodworks like on some Luka and Trae Young shit. Like both of them niggas average like 28 year 2. That's insane. Like we don't see that happen. Like that just does not happen. Where guys come in year 2 and they average 28 points per game. I think Luka and Trae both did that. Top of my head if I'm not mistaken. That don't happen. Other than that, bro, like year 3, year 4, yeah, that's when you see the Ant point per game get to 25, 26. That's where you see Tatum take a leap and average 25, 26. Devin Booker, like insert Donovan Mitchell. Insert any young star or star today, as long as they were a starter, because Jalen Brunson was coming off the bench for the most part. As long as they were a starter, by that year 3, by that year 4, they're at least at 25, 26 points per game. At least. Yeah, that was the number one option. Let me put it like that. Yeah, I think I'm right with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's just typically
Detroit
how
can
it go,
fuck the
bro.
Knicks up.
So
I ain't gonna
Jalen
lie,
Duren, I
Detroit
mean,
see the Knicks in the offs, they gonna fuck them
and
up.
obviously Jalen Duren is a guard. So I mean, I said guard, a center. So you're not gonna see he about to average 27, 28 or whatever. Nah, he's not Jokic. He ain't Wemby. He ain't Giannis. He's a big. So, yeah, man, that him being 20 points in year 4, that's totally fine with me. 19 and a half, 20 points in year 4 is totally fine with me. Just replicate that next season. Shoot more next season. Actually, by the way, he's only got 11 field goal attempts. He need a little bit more. Like if you're gonna be a real running mate or a real number 2, quote unquote, or another star player alongside Cade, that's not a creator.
Like 14?
I need like give me like 13. Give Jalen Duren like 13 shots a game. Yeah, give me like 13. I'm not mad at 11. Give me like even if it's 12, solid 12, 13. And like Chan just said, yeah, that's a very rare occurrence with Luka and Trey. That's not happening anytime again. That's not happening again anytime soon. Yeah, like if Cooper Flag averaged 28 next year, nigga, I'll be stunned. Like we don't see niggas come in
I
year
was
2
just about to
averaging.
say that.
Yeah, we don't see niggas come
If
in year
Cooper
2.
give me 25, I'm gonna be stunned.
Yeah, probably so. Fair, to be honest. We just don't see that happen, to be honest. Like Luka and Trae Young was on some crazy shit when they hit the league, bro. Damn. Couple shout outs real quick before I wrap it, y'all. If y'all hit open talk, that is fine. I just want to give y'all some updates. Well, I'll be present for watch parties tomorrow. It will be a watch party for South Carolina and UConn. So I gotta check what time my game is. But South Carolina and UConn at 7. Also Texas and UCLA at 9:30. Again, I do have to check what time my game is though, because I can't be in the Discord at the time of the game. And then Saturday, I'll be sharing my screen for Illinois and UConn at 6, and obviously Michigan and Arizona at 8:49. And then from an NBA perspective, I'm going to miss like the first 6 minutes of this Lakers and OKC game because I know I play at 9:29 I think tonight. So I'll be in there at about 10 p.m. And then I also should be or could be present at least for that first game or first 2 games at least as well. So make sure y'all join the fact. Yeah, I just shouted that out before. Oh, the women.
Yeah, they start at 7.
Yeah,
7.
I had just said that. You probably just missed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you say you didn't know what time, but yeah, 7.
Oh,
it's gonna be a good game, bro.
Nah, facts, Chan. It's gonna be a great game. Also, women, I said this to myself earlier today. Tomorrow is an expansion draft. Just last time we had this was literally last year for the freaking I forget their team name that fast. Golden State. I mean, what's that team called? Valkyries.
The Valkyries.
Yeah, Golden State Valkyries. When they took my girl Kayla Thornton.
Now she your girl. Oh, right,
Kayla's my dog. Kayla's my dog for sure. Kayla, I fucked with Kayla the long way because we lost Brittany Laney, so we needed Kayla stepped up big time for us in that aspect. But yeah, Portland and Toronto will be drafting some of their players tomorrow. Obviously, one team is picking.
Who did y'all protect, Ev?
All I know is right now, Brittany and I said Brittany, Stewie and Sabrina both announced literally yesterday, I think it was, that they're going to be returning. So I don't know how that stuff is that protecting thing is working because like people are free agents. Like so I don't know like how it's even working to be honest.
Yeah, and also Audie Crooks is in the transfer portal. She's leaving Iowa State.
Yep. Okay, you locked in. I sent it to myself today too. I was waiting to bring that up too. I just couldn't find the right time. She is one of the most dominant college basketball players. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm just being real. She big and she get what she want. She got a good drop step too. Yeah, they can't guard her 1-on-1. She finish over anybody because she's 6'3", and she big. So she averaged 25.8 points per game and 7.7 rebounds per game this past season. She's going to be this is a big name here in the open market, to be honest, or a big name here in the portal, because she can go to one of these top schools and change how the season may end up going. So shout out to her.
I'm on the UConn. Come on.
I play Omari today. So you know it's going to be a crazy game. I got locked in for that game.
You see
your mic is super cooked, bro. Twin, your mic is super cooked.
Yo, how about now? Test it. 1, 2. Is it good?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said what's up.
Stream the draft in here, brother.
I said you heard what Brian said in Memphis?
Probably T. What'd you say, T? T? What are you saying, T? What I say, Brian? What?
I said you just heard what Brian just said about the Memphis.
About the what?
The Memphis Grizzlies.
Nah, what did Brian say?
Yo, Mike Cook, leave and come back.
So leave, don't come back.
Damn, he really did it so fast. What did he say, Tween? Come on, gang. Talk to me.
Can you hear me? Is my mic better?
Much better now.
Bro, get off the Bluetooth, bro.
I'm fucking 41 years old. You think I want to do this Memphis shit on a random Thursday? I'm not the first guy to talk about this. You guys got to move the team. Get over to Nashville already.
Okay.
Oh.
And?
Oh. All right. I mean, that's cool, Tween. Thank you for sharing that with us, brother. Chan, do I think she can translate a W? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think.
Why
like,
she can't?
But like WNBA team, like no, she will get drafted. She will play. But what's she doing now in
She's
college?
gonna lose weight, bro.
Okay,
yes,
yeah, hopefully
bro,
because that shit not flying
yes.
in the WNBA though. Like that little, like nah, that's not
Dog,
flying.
she's already losing weight now. Like this season, she was lighter than last year. By the time she gets to year 4 or 5, bro, she could have went to the draft now. She's old enough. But I think she's gonna lose some more
Is she
weight,
really that
bro.
good though? Like I think she's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not playing with her. I know how good she. I think she's good. 30 balls to 40 balls, and all type of shit. I think she's good. But a lot of her success comes from one-on-one coverage and things like that. Her taking advantage of smaller defenders. Like it's a little bigger in the WNBA. Like it's a little better players. It's a better scheme, better structure. So I don't know. Like,
How many forwards and centers do you think can really bang with her outside of Asia and a couple of other people? Who can really
how
bang
many
with
teams is watching that though? That little one-on-one. Like how many teams are just watching that though?
I mean, so what you gonna go send doubles and triples at her?
Right, she gonna pass it.
It's like wide open threes out there. That's the game right there. She already won. So like Jokic.
Right, what? She's gonna lose some weight, bro.
I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I respect her. I think she's good. I think she's really good. That's why I think she's like this is a big thing with her hitting the transfer portal. To be honest, so I mean, we gonna see.
Like you said, she's 6'3". Man.
Is the league gonna bless the comments when it's time?
This shit wide body scat pack, bro.
I hope y'all do get blessed, Andrew.
Yeah. She's a junior. Yeah. So we gonna see. She gonna lose some weight, and then she gonna come back and be hooping, man. I wouldn't want to bang.
Y'all, we got a big game tonight coming up in 7 hours. I said I hope so, Andrew. Make sure y'all pull up to the Fact and Stats Discord for that. We got SGA, Luka, MVP quote-unquote race. We got OKC. We got the Lakers. Both teams are winning a lot of games over the last 33 days, whatever the case may be. They're not losing a lot. And the two best players are playing at a certain or a special level, while also having Reeves and LeBron support Luka, while also having now, since his return, J-Dub and Chet and company support SGA. Will the Pistons continue to play good basketball without Kate Cunningham? They got a tough team in Minnesota Timberwolves coming into town. And then will the Suns bounce back after they're finally 100% healthy with Dillon Brooks and Mark Williams expected to play? Mark Williams' first game back in like a month. Dillon Brooks returned in the last game. So that's pretty much that, y'all. Something to look forward to tonight. And then also Wemby, back-to-back 40 balls. Spurs 26 out of the last 28. Is he going to continue to close the gap on them potentially being the first seed and also him potentially winning MVP? He's advocating for himself. Stephon Castle's playing great basketball. The Spurs are looking really good as a team, where they make a lot of people wonder and even think in their mind that experience shit don't matter. And Wemby just said, yeah, we know the experience thing is going around, but at the end of the day, we're going to come out, we're going to play hard, we're going to play tough, and we're going to try to win these games no matter what. So, things to look forward to tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping into the show today. It was a great one. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. Shout out to Jason Tatum. I'm going to end up being right. He's going to continue to prove me right. I play at 929 today. He's going to continue to prove me right. And just thank y'all for all the support across the Fact and Stats platform via Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, whatever the case may be. Y'all can go to Open Talks and continue to talk amongst each other if y'all choose to do so. If not, I will be seeing y'all later in the Discord. If I'm not sure my screen, probably Chan or Rain will be, or Kobe Dean, but I'll definitely be trying to come back in here tomorrow to share my screen for the WNBA games. So peace, blessings, and love, y'all, and thank y'all for all the support.